Yo, Nick, are y'all gonna do like a little like pregame ish thing or no? Yeah. Do you want to do it now? I forgot the mics are not on, so all right, I'll let y'all know. Okay, so why is input two not showing? Why does it do that? I hate that. Don't put that shit on program. Stay quiet. I'm gonna unmute y'all real quick.
Can you show?
I'm gonna unmute y'all so y'all could do it. Stay quiet, Jack.
Hello, welcome for the College Hall Studio at Duquesne University. This is Duquesne men's basketball here on DSTV. We got some live commentary for you today between the Duquesne Dukes, who are riding a 5-game win streak, and the Dayton Flyers. It should be a fascinating one here today. Jack Morgan, Will McDonald, and Nick Fernbaugh are joining me for this very intriguing game between a team like Duquesne, who has had historical troubles over the last decade beating the Dayton Flyers, and they're looking to put a stop to that today. It would be a massive win if they were able to pull it off. It would actually be a franchise-defining win because this would make it a 6-game win streak, something that they have only done one other time in the program's history. So we'll start with you, Will. Who are the key players here to watch between this matchup today?
I mean, my key player today, it's a Duquesne legend, recently just picked up his, I want to say,
74th.
74th win in franchise, most in Duquesne basketball history. Look for a big game today from Dave Dixon. Obviously, the numbers don't tell the full story with Dave and what he has meant to this team. Had a great game against LaSalle and a tight battle against LaSalle last game, but I think he could maybe I think he'd get easily 10 boards today, and I think he's going to make it a lot closer game against Dayton than I think Dayton's expecting.
I mean, sorry. I was trying to figure out the game, the amount of game. I don't know why they didn't put this at the top of the media guide. I'm sorry. I love you, dude. So it's not.
About day.
It's not. Yeah, I thought that was Yeah, I'll take those in a second, Carlos. But yeah, those are the sheets I left back there, the roster sheets. Anyways, we got a pretty interesting matchup today because there's a couple of players that were not playing in the Duquesne versus Dayton game back in January. One of them is Amel Latone, and that is a big deal, not just literally, but figuratively as well. So, pretty sure he's 7 foot.
He's 7
Does
foot
he go
one.
down? Yes, all right, he does go down.
Which is
I
even
didn't know if it
crazier
was-
to say.
I didn't know if it was like a 6'11" thing where like he's 7 foot, but they just
No,
don't
he
give
is
it to him.
7'1". He's even bigger than what we are
Yeah.
expecting. He is someone
Just ask
who is just
Diego
gonna.
Pavia.
That's a good one there. But, dude, I feel like when you have a guy like Amel Latong out there with Javon Bennett, those two are just, I would say, probably the scariest duo in the entire A-10. I will say that loud and proud. When those two are playing at their best, they are capable of just taking over games with just, like, they can just carry everyone else from Dayton to a win with just those two alone. I mean, it's going to be a tough go of things for Duquesne to have to shut down both of them. So
Yeah.
that's what I think is going to be really important for this.
Yeah, absolutely. Like we said, Duquesne has had some struggles. My gosh, some struggles against the Dayton Flyers. Only 2 wins in 8 years. And just a reminder, they've had about 17 or 18 matchups against them because they play them twice a year. And you also get them in the tournament. So that's something that, and that's also a blessing because Duquesne does have a win against them in the A-10 tournament. So, look, there's a lot to look forward to in this one. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to get around the A-10. There's some action today. There's some action this week. We'll debrief you and get you ready for tip-off right after this. Thank you, buddy. Yeah, sorry, Carlos. I was just asking if you could roll before, like, roll through like the.
Here's the thing.
graphics,
We'll do around the A10, which
around the A10.
there's
There's 2.
there it is.
Yeah, I tried to move it, but it's on
Eh.
program. And
No, it's
I
fine.
could have done it around.
Just go from DDR1 to DDR2. Just have DDR1 here and then like DDR2 like on the preview.
Yeah.
That's not bad.
So
So you could go.
and
We got 2 around the A10 graphics. We got the men's standings. We got the game from last night, which we don't need to use that one if we don't want. I just threw that one in there.
we'll probably have 02 or 03 for the tip-off. That's probably when's good start.
Yeah.
So
And then the starting 5, which you can use. Like we could just quickly roll through those 2 right as the game's about to start.
yeah. So I'll make it pretty evident
So
Yeah.
where you want me to go. So when we get back, we're gonna
Uh-huh.
start with around the A10.
Yep.
In fact, I think you could come right out to that graphic. Come right out to that. Unmute us, then come right out to around the
The first
A10. Yeah,
Okay.
and then that'll.
And then you just tell me like
Yeah,
if you
we'll
want to
go
see
around.
the standings
Yeah.
and stuff.
And I'll say, yeah, so this is what happened around the A10. This leads us to the standings, and I'll have them talk about their impressions of the standings.
Mm-hmm.
And then depending on where we are with time, I might start talking about the LaSalle game. If you hear that, that's key to throw this up.
Okay.
Because that's about that. And then whenever I say starting 5, and that'll be a little bit
Yeah.
from
For-
now. So yeah.
Okay.
All right. Cool. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Welcome back to Kane and Dayton today. Let's take a quick beat here, however, and look at the A10 standings, and we'll explain to you or rather, let's look at the games, and then we'll get to standings. And throughout all this, we'll explain to you why this game is so important. So, around the A10 this week, we had some shocking results. Obviously, that second result is going to take you back a little bit. Don't worry. St. Louis did get their licks back. We'll talk about that in a little bit. Quite literally, they got their licks back.
Yeah.
But VCU started off the week with a much-needed win over GW not on the road. That was at home. So, irregardless, needed that win. Had to get to Friday's matchup with St. Louis, and they did. St. Louis, however, they fell. They fell to the Rhode Island Rams, of all teams. And that was pretty shocking because St. Louis had no conference losses heading into this. They now have one. Davidson, they did beat Richmond. That did not help Duquesne. Duquesne has a tiebreaker as of right now on Davidson. However, there's only one game that separates them. And as they sit at 7-6, Duke sit at 8-5. Duquesne loses today. Davidson wins. They're tied again, heading into the Wednesday matchup between the Dukes and Wildcats. That will decide the tiebreaker. Now, in the back half of the week, you had Fordham and Loyola, a game that not many people cared about, but was a very intriguing game.
It very much was, yeah.
Fordham able to pull away with the victory. A pretty emotional win there. Mike Magpeo off to a fantastic start. I know a couple of people around basketball that knew him and knew of what he was able to do in the previous years. We're very happy with that hire and thought that this would lead to to better days there at Fordham, and they're certainly having them. They now sit at 6-8, which is a far cry from what they've done the last couple of years. Dayton,
100%.
Now Dayton's heading into this game here against Duquesne very hot. They had that win over George Mason, 82-67. They took control on the road and dominated that one. A very impressive win from the Dayton Flyers. And finally, St. Joe's gets the win over the Bonnie, 71-65. That is also impactful because the St. Joe's Hawks are 8-5 as well. So kind of a logjam between three teams at the 4, 5, and 6 position that matters because when you look at the standings, you're going to see that there's only 4 teams that get a double bye and don't have to play Wednesday or Thursday. So let's take a look at those standings right now, and I'll get your guys' input because it's been kind of a wild year. Teams that had good non-conferences are falling, i.e. St. Bonaventure, but they're still dangerous teams.
No, 100%. And what I think is going to be very interesting is, like, even a team, like I said, the perfect example of how the A10 is right now is Rhode Island. Rhode Island is dead middle of the pack. They have beaten teams like George Mason, Dayton, and St. Louis, yet they have lost to teams like LaSalle and Loyola Chicago. You have GW, who is sitting at, I believe it's 9th. It might be 10th. I wasn't too sure on that one. But
it depends on the tiebreaker.
Yeah, I think it's on the tiebreaker. But GW is a team that is capable of going up against teams like South Florida, and then they have struggled at times through conference play. They've been able to shoot the lights out and just not do well. Richmond had convincing wins against teams like Belmont earlier in the year and William & Mary, and I thought that they were going to be riding high, but they're still sitting in the bottom 4. I mean, there's a lot. This team, I mean, outside of, I would say, the bottom 2, it seems like anyone from 1 to 12 is capable of pulling out a crazy upset when we get to March and the inevitable A10 tournament. I mean, I don't know. I mean, how do you feel about that, Will?
I mean, obviously, it's a bit of a mixed bag here. With I'm more concerned with like the middle of the pack teams, so Dayton, St. Joe's, Duquesne, and Davidson. Obviously, Duquesne with the win over Davidson. Obviously, have struggled against Dayton in I guess the recent decade. But I mean, I've been saying this. The Dukes are getting hot at the right time. They're winning games that they were not really favored in. I mean, they beat George Mason. They played SLU very tough. I'd say that's their toughest conference loss this year.
100%.
Again, I'm just going to keep repeating myself here. They're getting hot at the right time. They beat Davidson in overtime. I want to say they beat GW. Yeah, they of course beat GW. But I mean, again, getting hot at the right time.
No, 100%.
Yeah, absolutely. Duquesne is really hitting their stride at the perfect time, and it gives fans that were here for the 2023-24 season, we were here covering on a more professional level, and it gives, people like me and Nick a little bit of, hey, this is a little familiar, guys. It's looking like Duquesne might be channeling their inner 23-24. They're certainly playing some good basketball.
No, 100%.
I will remind everyone that they also came close to beating Dayton around the same time in 23-24. However, they, what was it, a 22-2 run to end the game. They got screwed by the refs, by the way.
They've had two brutal losses against Dayton, and as we talked about it, between that game
we
and
have that clip from that. Maybe we'll play
I
it
wish we
at halftime.
did. If we
We'll
could
play
find
it
it,
at
I could
halftime,
try
yeah.
to. But yeah, they've had some brutal losses. In fact, they've only been able to beat Dayton twice in the last I think it was 8 years, which has been tough. It's just been tough sledding. I mean, we talked about the 22-2 run, but I think the more brutal one is the one that was live here, the clip you mentioned, in which all we have to say is Cam Crawford and a foul, and unfortunately brings back some very bad memories to last year.
I'm pretty sure he had a good bounce back game too.
He did.
Like same that next week.
But
it still doesn't erase the fact that produced probably one of the more iconic Hulk Falcon smashes on this table.
oh yeah, no, 100%.
That resulted that were on Duquesne's. That was on DSTV because the other ones were on Silver Ranch.
I feel like the other thing that's lost within this, even though they're riding high on a 6-game or a lengthy winning streak, Duquesne, that 5-game win streak was about to come to a close as they had a very bad showing against LaSalle. As you'll see with some of these stats, they were playing really ugly basketball. As they're showing the clip on the live stream right now, but some of the stats, I mean, that they had against LaSalle were tough to watch. I mean, they had the fewest shots this season, the third most turnovers. They shot 15% from the 3-point line. They only had 8 assists, which are the 3-point percentage and assists are also both the fewest, and they somehow walked away with a walk-off win, courtesy of my player to watch for the pregame, it's Terrence Ginyard, because I mean, moments like that just don't happen on accident,
Yeah, no doubt. So, obviously, an emotional win for Duquesne. They're showing clips of the Dayton game against George Mason, which that was a massive win for the Flyers, who are having kind of an up and down type season, but they are starting to get that consistency down as well. We'll take a look at the starting lineups for both sides as the Dukes go with their normal, the usual starting 5 nowadays. Terrence Ginyard starting at that point guard position along with Brandon Hall. And Jakob Netjes at that 4 position. Dave Dixon at the 5. And Jimmy Williams, that guard combo with Terrence Ginyard up in the front court, or the back court rather. So definitely nothing changing there. However, a dangerous lineup that the Duquesne Dukes possess. And then on the other side for the Dayton Flyers, it's Javon Bennett in there with Deshane Montgomery, the guard combo at the top of the key, along with Keontae Jones, Juwan Simon, and Amel Latong.
That's a dangerous lineup. And I think underrated we don't talk about is you and me, Jack, have harped on how good Javon Bennett and Amel Latong have been. But I think underratedly, Deshane Montgomery was, I think, the piece that killed us in the game when you both, Will and Jack, were at it. I mean, he was on fire in that game, from what I remember.
Let me
Let
me do this for the better of us.
Is he gonna pronounce it? Is he? Jayon Simon.
All right, my apologies, Jay. Sorry, Jayon. My apologies. Jayon Simon. That is the proper pronunciation. Never said I was perfect. Or maybe I should when I'm doing pronunciation.
Insert the Miley Cyrus
My
song here.
It's the climb. Anyways, by the way, fun fact, I'm going to see Bailey Zimmerman in a couple months. He actually did a cover of The Climb when he was performing.
Did he actually?
Yeah. I thought it was the coolest thing ever.
That'll be a great concert to go to.
Yeah, it should be good. It's at Pitts at the Peterson Event Center.
All right.
But yeah, hey, he's selling out arenas. That's what I love to see. I think I've been Bailey Zimmerman guy for years now. Probably freshman year of college, and now I'm 1 year closer to becoming a nunk.
It sucks. Enjoy what you got.
Pushing 25, by the way.
I woke up at 12:30 today, by the way.
I woke up at like 9 and just hauled tail over here to make sure I make it.
Made sure you grabbed the newspaper, too.
Yeah, office doorstep.
No, I forget to grab the newspaper sometimes.
Yeah,
I have like so many
it's,
copies
right
of the Duke
near
in my
me.
apartment. I have so many copies of the Duke in my apartment. I'm like, I can't get any more
I can't
because I don't like
get
throwing away newspapers. I don't like throwing away
They're
newspapers.
a lost
so I just-
artifact from back in my day. Actually, true. Ironically, I used to get the paper every morning when I was like that. Probably throughout most of high school, I would actually read the paper. Like, funny enough, but I know everyone's like a joke, but like, I participated in that joke. But I actually did read the paper for a decent amount of time. I still would if I could, but I don't think it's possible to get a newspaper subscription in McKinley Hall.
Really?
I don't know. I mean, maybe, but like, they're not gonna put it outside my door. I gotta go down 7 floors to get it now.
Oh, that makes sense.
Why do I want to do that? The whole thing of the paper is a convenience. So it kind of takes away the convenience. But anyways, enough about that. Latong and Dixon taking the tip. They've done this for a couple years now, and Latong gets the better of Dave. And here we go. Duquesne and Dayton both looking for more signature wins to add to their already stellar 8-5 records this season. Driving in with it is Jones. Jones out to Simon. Jayon Simon. I finally pronounced it right. Montgomery held up by Netchus. Hand off to Bennett. Bennett, right wing, swings with a fader, and he's got it. That's a nice jumper from Javon Bennett. High difficulty. Duquesne having a tough time getting it in. They do. They get it to Williams. And Netchus hands it off to Ginyard.
Javon Bennett's got such a smooth release. I mean, that looks like a shot that not many people in the A10 can make.
Made it look easy. Ginyard has a mismatch with Latong on him, and a nice right scoop shot to go. So a scoop layup. I mean, it's reminded me of Tyrese Maxey. He takes a far angle, but he knew what he was doing. Kissed it off the glass. Driving in is Montgomery. Got it to go. Nice and easy. So
Getting a quick little flurry of baskets to start off the game.
here's Dixon. Fakes a handoff, and now cutting. Williams is blocked by Latong, and the Flyers are running. Montgomery in the right corner. Over Dixon. No good, and rebounded by Jimmy Williams. Williams will trot it up the court here.
I mean, you want to talk about a player that's been hot recently. Jimmy Williams. I mean, it's honestly a battle of the Williamses with Duquesne here. It's either Jimmy Williams has a good game or Alex Williams has a good game. It's
Yeah.
great to see.
Williams didn't have a great game last game, but then Alex Williams picked up the slack. Ginyard three, no good. Rebound Netchus, but they're going to get him before that for a push in the back to Shane Montgomery.
And those have been the key things. I think at times they've had some struggles with offensive fouls this season, especially with Jakob and Dave.
Dayton has had an up and down year with chance for their head coach to be fired to just rough losses to teams like LaSalle, but they still stand here with an 8-5 record equal to the Dukes. Here's a three from Simon. He got it. Jayon Simon, and this is a brutal start for Duquesne. They're down 7-2. You certainly don't want to play from behind on the road, especially at UD Arena.
No, that's as bad as loud and brutal of an environment as you can get in this conference.
No doubt. Here's Ginyard driving in. Kicks. Williams. Corner three. Got it. Corner three.
There's something funny and iconic about that.
I love how sports teams are like using these old like Family Guy clips nowadays. Because I think Louisville did it when they played NC State and hit like all those corner threes. They just gotta go over here. Oh my God, a corner three, no good. He airballed it, but Simon getting the rebound, driving in, and a block from Dixon, but a foul is called. Dixon thought he got it clean on Montgomery, but check that. That might have been Keontae Jones. Yeah, so, yeah, I think Dave and Drew Joyce certainly thought that he got it clean, but also 17:02 left in the first. There's no need to challenge it. You just hope that maybe the man upstairs brings down some karma. The basketball gods, in a sense. First free throw is good, so maybe it was a foul. That's a classic quote from my dad. God punished him. So I don't know. I've started thinking about that now. Whenever I don't agree with the call, I'm like, well, maybe he'll miss one. Jones' second free throw is no. Oh, it's good. I jumped the gun there. That's my bad. Yeah. So 9-5, Dayton over Duquesne. Once again, trouble getting it in. Almost errant pass to Hall, but they do get it to Ginyard. Ginyard's got to go. He gets it cross half court with 1 second, probably under a second to spare. After further thinking.
It's interesting they're playing such tight press to start the game, and consistently as well.
Here's Jimmy, kicks the Yak. Surely Duquesne can exploit that. Pass to Dave. The hook shot, no good. He'll probably want that back. That was a nice pass from Hall. Duquesne is actually getting good looks, breaking that press. We'll just have to start hitting them. Here's Jones, inside to Simon. Hounded by Netchus in that right post. Swings to his right. Pivot foot inside to his left hand for the layup. He's got it. So a strong start for the Dayton Flyers. Already 11 points for them. 11-5. Dayton with 16:07 to go.
I mean, this is all Dayton through this first 4 minutes. They have just been so dominant, and that's an unexcusable mistake right there.
Errant pass from Brandon Hall. It's a turnover, and exactly 16 minutes to go here in the first half. Duquesne down 11-5. A good start for the Dayton Flyers, however. Give them a lot of credit. They're hitting their shots so far, and they're kind of making life difficult for Duquesne, especially on the inbound once they score. So we'll see how the Dukes adjust. We'll be right back after this. All right, welcome back here, Duquesne and Dayton in a massive matchup. Welcome back to our office for the day. Jack Morgan alongside me, Nick Fernball, Will McDonald, and so far Dayton's playing some pretty good basketball. When you look at their stats shooting the rock, they're 4 for their first 6, and they have the ball here, up 11-5.
I mean, they're just on fire right now. I mean, there's no way around it, and Duquesne's just making a few small mistakes that have been killing them through the first few minutes.
A new player on the court, that's Bryce Hurd. He had it for a moment. Now driving as Bennett kicks. Jones guarded by Williams. Some good defense from Jimmy Williams. At top to keep Bennett. Got him on the pump fake. Drives in. No good. Rebounded. Will be waved off for the moment. They will call the basket. I don't understand why they would stop play. Unless were they trying to say it was basket interference offensive?
I think that's what they were looking at for a second, but I don't think there was enough there to. I mean, the ball fell off the rim there
Well,
before it got
why
picked
would you
up.
stop play then? That screws over Duquesne because now Dayton can get their press guy. That's so dumb. It's already so broken. All right, 15:23 to go. Jesus Lord.
Off to a wonderful start.
Fantastic. Duke's down by 8. Here's Williams trying to break down his defender. The linebacker drives in the shot. No good. Dixon missed the rebound dunk, but gets another offensive rebound. Dixon in the left post. Spins. Hook. Good. Dave Dixon. They needed that one.
100%. They desperately needed that. They need to find some way to slow down the passing, the quick passes and the great screens. They're running screens all over the court, even a lot of off-ball screens as well.
They're rolling really well after they pass it.
Yeah.
And after they set these picks. Nice pass to Bennett in for a jam from Malcolm Thomas. The ball's moving so fast. I'm sorry. I'm totally behind here. Thomas went up for the dunk, and it was wide open. So Duquesne smartly fouls, not giving up an easy bucket. Or I don't even think that was a foul. Was it a foul?
Yeah, he got him
Oh,
on
he
the
got
arm.
it.
He got
Light
Malcolm.
tap.
Jimmy got Malcolm on the arm.
Yeah, that one angle was kind of a brutal one because it was right under the basket. The one that was on the backboard, it's easier to tell. So, Duquesne kind of fighting the tide here. That is kicking their rear end in the form of Dayton's potent offensive start. Not sure what you do to stop that other than figure it out defensively. I mean, they're getting a lot of wide open looks. Once again, just brutal time inbounding the ball. Alex Williams, don't worry, he can get the ball on court with his force. Here's Williams. Hands off to Cam Crawford. He had been in a starting role for the majority of the season. Not anymore. He's been benched. Here's the pass to Dixon, and he's fouled. They want the basket to count. I believe they're saying because of a goaltend, perchance. We'll see what they call, but that's a nice pass from DeMichael. A little give and go. They're saying that Thomas grabbed the netting and brought it down with him.
And I mean, you
Not
want
sure.
You want to talk about the impact that DeMichael has made on this team coming off the bench. I mean, in recent games, he has just been a crucial off the bench player, as well as Alex Williams.
Yeah. I think the biggest deal is that Dixon missed the first free throw. I think the biggest positive has been in the road games. Mm-hmm. I think a lot of guys. You look at DeMichael on this team. Him and Dixon have played in two of the biggest games in Duquesne basketball history. Mm-hmm. Let's not sugarcoat it. A-10 championship and the first round of March Madness, two biggest games. They played them and had big roles. Here's a three. They got some good separation off those screens, but Keontae Jones can't hit it. It's a Christmas miracle as the Dukes have the ball after a clean defensive possession. DeMichael looking to snap back. He does from downtown.
Now that's a nice swing there to get Duquesne rolling. They got to be crucial down. If they're not going to do well on the screens, they got to do well boxing out. That's the only way you're going to slow them down.
Dixon with some hard defense there. Duke's bench likes it, though. I'm sure Anthony Grant didn't.
Definitely.
He probably yelled.
Very scrappy defense there.
And, oh, wow, Bennett somehow sticks with it. Good job by Duquesne to have those hands active, but Bennett just has the ball glued to his hand like a yo-yo. I mean, he's pretty impressive. I mean, that's what I felt like. It was just...
When was the last time you touched a yo-yo?
Never. Well, not successfully, I haven't. Toss the cheap ones that you get at the dentist. Here's the floater from DeMichael. It goes. Wow. Heavily contested, too, but he got enough space off the rip-through from the triple threat position, and he puts it in. So Duquesne, a little snapback here in the last 4 minutes. You kind of look at a college basketball game like this. You get the under 4 timeout, under 8, under 12, under 16. Like, that's kind of how you break up these games.
Oh, 100%.
So, Duquesne doing a good job in this half. Here's a 3 to snap back from Burkak. No good, but he gets a rebound. Kind of split the defense. Inside, Thomas, blocked by Dixon.
Wow.
Duquesne, wow, all right, here we go. Here we go, and I woke up. Here's Dixon at the top of the key. Handoff to Michael. Guarded by Bennett inside Williams. Williams on Burkak. Burkak a little taller than Williams, but Williams got the size advantage for sure. I mean, he's a linebacker type build, and he draws a foul on Durkak.
They got a lot of linebacker type builds on this squad. I mean,
Yeah.
you want to talk about Hughley, you want to talk about Williams, Dixon. Obviously, got a bit of a taller linebacker there, but I'd say B Hall's that.
Yeah, I can
Yeah.
definitely see that with Brandon Hall as well. I mean, there's just, I mean, what I think, the one thing I think when you watch this, like when you look at this offseason and you see what Drew Joyce was trying to do, I felt like he wanted to get this team physical and able to take shots. I don't think they were able to do that as much last year.
Yeah.
And I feels like this team, not just with, Dixon and Jakob getting, stronger, but also just the fact that they brought in, I think, guys in the room who might fit what Drew wanted that he might not have had last year.
It's evident when you look at these guys, and obviously, Will, you haven't been around for it, but it's still obvious to see how built they are.
Yeah.
But when you compare it to what I think I saw last year, a lot of guys, they weren't as built like this, and they, relied on a little bit of finesse, which Trey Dinkins can do to get his buckets, but not, it's college basketball. A lot of these guys are big and strong, and I think the Dukes found that out, and they found a way to kind of respond in the coming year. I think DeMichael got stronger too.
Oh, he 100% got stronger.
And I love that. And he's come back from a pair of injuries. Here's a 3, not even close.
Speaking of DeMichael, he's there on the defensive board there.
Yeah.
Indeed. Here's Ginyard driving, kicking. Williams for 3 for the tie. Yes!
Deep 3.
Tie
there.
game!
Deep 3 there by Williams.
He
It
was not
was-
afraid to pull.
No, this is
No.
Oh.
Even on a night where they couldn't hit a single three on Wednesday against LaSalle, Williams still went and took three threes. So, I mean, you got to trust that what you have works, and Williams still trusts himself there.
Here's a 3 from Burkak. He'll try again. No good. Rebound, Dukes. Next stoppage will bring us to the under 12. Ginyard slows it down. Hughley, wow, he came close to traveling there.
He really did.
Inside, Williams goes up with it. He flinged it in the air.
Lucky he didn't get called.
And
What happened?
not sure. I
I
don't
think
know
they're
if they
going to call
fouled
that a
him.
turnover.
I think they might have meant to call it earlier. I think they are calling a. Oh, no, they're not. All right, because that's why I figured. They're going to call a foul on Dayton when he went up with a shot.
Really?
It was either that or they call the push that that Dayton claims Williams made to get the ball. However, that would have been too late. So
Yeah.
that's why I figured had to be that. So a lot going on here. We're going to make sure we got the call right there. We'll be right back here after this. It's Duquesne and Dayton. It's already intense. God help us all. Yes.
Bro, fuck this camera, bro. It just went down like twice. The main camera that we're using. It kept going down. I push it up. It went back down. I'm like, bro.
Welcome back. A lot of chaos here as they call it a turnover. Okay, they call
That was kinda what I was
alternating
worried.
texts. That's wild.
So what? Williams got one, and who got one for Dayton?
Deshane Montgomery. So okay,
What?
I need an explanation here because so here's what it goes down with. Technically, here is Class A technical foul, offensive turnover by Deshane Montgomery. Class A technical foul on Alex Williams, offensive turnover by Alex Williams. How can you have two offensive turnovers? One's on offense, one's on defense.
Also, it's
You idiot.
a Class A technical foul.
Okay, I do see it now.
What's-
Lost ball turnover by Alex Williams. Okay. So that is.
Now, I didn't realize there were different classes for.
I didn't know that
Technicals?
either. Would a Class C be a flagrant 2 and a Class B be a flagrant 1? That might be
Oh,
it.
a hard
Either way,
Yes.
we finally figured out what the heck just happened.
It's a very interesting
And Dayton, yeah,
call.
so
I'm still wondering where Montgomery got the technical.
probably because of I don't know, maybe it was just.
How was I going to say? Because
Yelling.
he was clapping and getting very mad.
Yeah, that's why
great
Williams
bucket
did.
there.
Nice shot from Bryce Hurd with the bucket. So Dayton able to convert off that turnover, and now they take back the lead. 19-17, 10.5 to go here in the first half. Duquesne playing some good basketball in the last 6 minutes. Here's a Ginyard 3, no good. Rebounded by Jayon Simon.
The last thing you need is to have another day cold at the 3-point line. They cannot afford to have a second game in a row like that.
They've made a couple so far. They made 3 so far, I think. Yeah, Williams, and DeMichael. So inside, Simon drawing a foul. That goes on Williams. Alex, that is. Check that, Jake DeMichael. Wow, I was 0 for 3 there. Good Lord.
It's the yardage situation all over again.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, third down 3. Nope, third down 2. Third down 5. Nope, third down 6.
Some
Third
context.
down and 10. Third down and 20. First free throw, good.
It was really funny.
Pretty much what it was, dude. I was saying, this will make it a third down, and
Oh my god.
and then it would just
You
be
were
like
0
1 or
for
2
10.
yards off, and I'm like, well, geez, I am terrible at this. A terrible job of effectively communicating the story of the game. I mean, okay, well, or no one gives the ball to Duquesne. There's the inbound, and wait a second. First off, that's kind of ridiculous because you can't just be like, oh, the ref gives him the ball now he can't move. Yeah, so if the ref gives him the ball, he can't move, which is kind of ridiculous because if they just took it right from after again the basket, they would be able to move along the baseline.
Yeah.
So that's what Drew Joyce is like. Wait a second, like that's ridiculous.
You don't see Drew get fired up a lot, but when he does, I feel like it's usually valid. It's
Nice job by Williams.
Little jelly on that. Nice little flick off the fingertips there.
Flair with the finish from Alex Williams. Woo! Ric Flair. I'm sorry, I watched wrestling last night.
Your mind's all on wrestling.
Charlotte Flair lost, and I'm kind of happy about that. Here's Ginyard off the turnover. Ginyard with the speed. The blur. Kick for 3 from Williams. He got it. Alex Williams and Duquesne has their first lead of the game. I believe it's a first.
I think you are correct. Yes.
Yeah, unless they had a 2-0 lead, which I
No, they did
don't
not.
think they did.
They were the closest. I think it was just tied twice.
Yeah. First lead in the under 10, and now it's gone. 3. Maybe I should shut up. Bryce Hurd made it.
Just like that. That's
Didn't matter. Oh my, they have some trouble getting this one in, and
It
oh
looks
my
like
God,
there's going to be some
Deshane
contention there. Deshane
it drives
Montgomery
me nuts
is,
when guys do that. If they do that, they should have to challenge. So when they make them, and that's actually what I've said is like the fix for this, is if guys do this, it means they challenge,
Well, I think
even
he
if
just-
it's a player.
Of the quick flash there, I think Anthony Grant did this.
No, they didn't challenge because he's mad.
He is not.
I think that's a fix, though, because you see these guys do it so many times, it drives everyone nuts.
No, it does.
I think it, honestly, if you do this, it means it's a challenge.
Letting emotions get the best of him there.
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy that they didn't challenge it because I thought that was close, and they would take an extra 25 minutes.
The series does get emotional sometimes, very very intense.
Williams already showing some intensity, which I like, and I think he's learned throughout the season to keep it under control because we saw earlier in the year. There's a nice pass to Crawford, and he jams it with the one-hand flush.
Tell me this
So
game ain't personal
scared,
for him as well. He wants to make up
Yes.
as well from, well, what we talked about was a brutal memory to unfortunately have to remember.
It's dang near to the day that this happened 1 year ago. The fateful day, I guess. A week ago, 6 days ago, 6 days ago to the day. A year ago is when Cam Crawford had that fatal error. But he has a flush here to put the Dukes back in a tie game position. Here's Ginyard. 15 seconds left on the shot clock. Got some time here. To Dixon. Dixon, guarded by Simon. Dixon goes up, blocked. Nice defense from Jan Simon. Now Bennett. Wow, a little stop and go. Goes up with it, and Dixon fouls him, preventing him from getting the hoop and the harm. And that will take us to the under 8 with Duquesne and Dayton. Could be locked in a heck of a battle here today. Alex Williams coming up big for the Dukes so far. Will it be enough? We shall find out. Time will tell. We'll be right back after this. Welcome back. We were right on the 74 number.
That was one off.
That beat. Well, I was spot on, which doesn't happen very often when it comes to numbers, as we talked about.
Gotta take the small ones when you can get them.
Dang right. That is the most wins by a player in Duquesne history. Dave Dixon deserves all the flowers for what he has done with this at this Duquesne program. Here is Bennett at the line. He has to earn it the hard way. First free throw is good. Not too much of a worry with him when it comes to shooting free throws. It's about as automatic as it comes.
I believe.
Yes.
He's something crazy like that.
90%, 90.2. So that will undoubtedly go up after this, indubitably.
Indubitably.
Indubitably. Dang it. Indubitably. It goes up.
Jack's major is words, folks.
I don't usually have trouble with that. Like I'm usually pretty good at pronouncing stuff.
Majoring in sports info and media, minoring in words.
Yes. All right, Ginyard gets it across the court. They're making it tough on the Dukes, and that could come back to bite them in the second half. Got to exert a lot of energy. Let's get it across the court. Then you got to run your offense. Now with 10 seconds, Duke's got nothing. Here's Ginyard. Maybe got that switch on Latong, and he hits the three from the right wing, or the left wing, rather. Incredible shot from Terrence Ginyard. He wanted the switch, but when you have a 7'1" guy closing out on a three-point shot of yours, it's not easy to hit.
No, it is not.
No.
That's kind of the caveat of all that. And turnover, it's going the other way. That goes on Simon. They tried to set a screen, and eventually Bennett just kind of started doing the patented 2K zigzag cheese.
Oh
and
God.
Simon had to set another
Another
one,
pull.
and he wasn't in position. He gives him a little forearm shiver there, and they call a foul. So Duquesne doing a good job, not giving up now on these screens. They're fighting. They're fighting through them, and they're forcing turnovers. Here's Ginyard. He's guarded by Montgomery. He was actually a good defender. They get the switch on to Latong. Take two. Pump fakes. He didn't get him the bite. He got him the bite, but not enough.
Glad they didn't call it travel there.
Wide wingspan. Yeah, that as well. Here's Williams, guarded by Montgomery. 3 seconds and counting. Puts it up. No good. It's going to be a shot clock violation. Good defense from the Flyers. They adjusted well after they found a way to break down Latong. So that was a good response.
Just a rough little mistake there. It just seemed like they couldn't find much that was working. Again, it goes back to great clamps from a team like Dayton.
I mean, also, it's like, I think we'll keep on finding this out. You play that press and you're able to get back in time. It results in Duquesne having maybe 15 seconds to get their offense going as opposed to maybe 25. Latong inside, puts it up and good. And that's just no match at that on that possession for the fader from Latong. Here's Ginyard. Guarded by Keontae Jones. Kind of hiding Bennett in the corner and having him guard Hall. Maybe the Duke's trying to exploit that. We'll see. They exploit the Latong matchup again. Driving in, Ginyard. Puts it up. No good. He kind of lost it in midair. As now here comes Montgomery. Montgomery, a dangerous player, guarded by Netches. Montgomery inside. Got it and the foul.
You don't like to see that.
Nope.
I mean, that's just unbelievable effort. And again, Jakob just gets ran by again.
I hate that foul call. I hate that foul call, dude.
That's a questionable call there. What?
Where?
Didn't-
Where's the foul? I have questions. I have a lot of them. 9 viewers, though. I appreciate everyone tuning in.
Thank you all so much for tuning in. We've hit a peak and current of 9 viewers at multiple points. 63 total views so far through the first half as the shot is no good.
There you go. I told you it would come in handy. All right, 5:40 left to go. I swear to God, that's true. Like, it's actually a thing. It's a Brandon Hall. I want him to get more involved in the offense because they're hiding Bennett, it feels like. Driving it, blocked by Latong. Williams was denied, and this could be trouble. Bennett driving in, no good. Rebound by Hall. It was Keontae Jones who had a putback attempt that was scary. That was not able to be converted upon. Now in the left post is Alex Williams. This is not as scary. Fade away, Williams. No good. Rebounded by Jimmy Williams. Ginyard for three. Hacked in. He's going to the line for 3 free throws.
That is a terrible mistake from
That should be.
That's
That
a
should be
terrible
technical,
mistake from
because you see-
Keontae Jones there. You can't foul him on the three-point line.
That's a hard foul there too.
I was talking about, that's
Ran right into him.
that could be a tech. I was talking about when Montgomery got the ball.
Did Shane
He
Montgomery?
slammed it, but then he didn't catch it on the way up. So like that's a tech.
Anthony Grant is going to have to talk about Montgomery because he's been
Yeah,
having
well,
some.
Dukes might have to talk about free throws in the halftime locker room. It's not, ironically, this year has not been that bad on free throws.
Coach has got to call Nick about that because I
My
feel like Nick
God.
could set this team straight.
Nick might throw a chair through a wall if you start talking about free throws in that locker room.
Pull a good old Bobby Knight there.
Bobby Knight, yeah.
No, that was on the courts. Though we probably have it in the locker room a lot.
Oh my god.
He'll probably hit.
Listen,
He'll probably hit Anthony Grant with that.
I get
because he
nothing
throw it
is
that
ever-
hard from the bench.
Nothing is ever free in basketball. I'm aware of that, but I swear it's like the free throws
They're
are like my
free!
bread and butter. They're like the most. It's like the most frustrating thing for me. So when a team's shooting
I
that
find
is
it-
maybe the most.
Now, I've
I
watched
find it
And
hysterical.
And I've
now.
watched basketball with a lot of people. I don't think I've ever had a person be as passionate about missed free throws.
Free
as
throws!
Nick is.
Free throws!
I think because last year just borderline traumatized me.
Yeah, I was really bad last year.
that's gonna
And
be-
wow, I don't know how that was
good
kept in.
save
This
there.
could be dangerous. Guarded by Hewley. Montgomery puts it up. No good. And ow! They got the
got
offensive
nothing for
rebound.
that.
Well, not much you can do. Latong's open for three. Uh-oh. He got it. Yeah, that you can't
Yeah,
do.
Nope.
that just cannot happen.
Can't leave the 7-footer open for
You also can't give them three opportunities. So that's all. That's more so the problem there.
Bad rebounding there.
Yeah.
They got to fight for their lives down there. You're going up against 7-1 guy. That's a foul.
That's gonna be a turnover.
I don't know how it's not a
Alex
foul
Williams.
on Dayton there, but they don't call it. It's out of bounds on Williams, and this is where Duquesne has to be very careful in the final four here this first half.
And that's where having a guy like Latong matters. 'Cause, I mean, you had
Yeah.
Jimmy Williams and Alex Williams, neither of who is over 6'6", and Latong is 7'1". I mean, there is unfortunately going to be gigantic size mismatches if guys like John, Jakob, and Dave cannot box him out better.
So 33-29, Dayton and Duquesne. I actually don't know why they're taking a timeout here. Maybe that is something that Duquesne did. Maybe Duquesne called their timeouts. We'll see real quick. But we'll take a break, come right back to you with more action after this. All right, welcome back, Duquesne and Dayton. Duquesne did call their first time out of the half, and they're showing the incredible job by Latong. So Latong's on the ground, and no one picked him up. So he's on the ground after getting that rebound, and then he sticks his tongue out at the camera after he hits the 30. Thanks, guys.
And I feel like of all the players, I feel like that's the one guy you can't, miss. You shouldn't. Like, someone should know where he is at all times.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think the...
Hard to lose him, too. I mean, he's 7'1".
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like losing Obremski.
I think
It's not hard, man. But for a tall dude.
That can't rebound.
Yeah. Yeah, this time he can. This version can.
He can rebound. Obremski, I pulled up the huddle highlights.
That was not a strong
My
suit.
God, I haven't heard Huddle in about Huddle so long.
Yeah. All right. 4:05 remaining here in this first half with the media timeout already gone. So I don't believe there will be another timeout, but we'll see. I could be wrong. Here's a Bennett three. No good, but the rebound by Durkak and blocked by Hall. You don't want to give up that offensive rebound, but at the very least are able to reverse the curse in a sense and just get the ball back. Here is Hewley. Nice pass to Ginyard, and he's fouled. I don't understand how they're mad about that foul call.
That's it.
It's going to be Bryce Hurd on the foul there.
That's what we call a hard foul, but like...
Yeah, he
How would
just
that
grabbed
not be
that.
a foul?
Clear foul call.
How would that not?
I mean, the hand
He
hit.
put his entire lower
His body hit like right to his chest.
Yeah, what
He
the
both
heck?
his hand. I mean, he hit both of Ginyard's hands there.
Ginyard makes the first free throw. Celebrate, Nick. Hey, man. Just celebrate the win. Celebrate a small victory. I'll probably miss the second one.
Sadly true.
Second free throw. No, it's no
You
good.
gotta stop talking during these, man.
Don't miss the free throws. It's not me. They missed 4. At a certain point, it becomes on them and not on me.
This is also true. Sadly.
All right, so yeah, the under
Bro, my God,
under
they're shooting
four-
50%.
the under 4 served as was used during the Duquesne timeout. So freewheel into the end of the half here, unless Dayton calls their timeout. They might, but we could just stay here for that. There's a Bryce Hurd 3, top of the key, no good. Stolen by Durkak. He goes up and he draws the foul. That can't be a common theme in the second half, clearly, but. Dayton is in the
My
bonus.
Goodness, man. That's 7
That is a
offensive
shooting
boards
foul.
already.
It's honestly reminded me of the beginning of the year with this team and how many fouls they commit early on in this first quarter. I mean,
At the very least, it was very bad earlier in the year. I think they've been able to tone that down.
They've harnessed it in. That's
Durkak misses the first free throw.
okay. See, we can
I
talk.
didn't even
All right,
like
so
the
we can
foul
talk during
call.
these free throws. we can jinx them here. Duquesne fouls. We got
I
to.
didn't even like the foul call there. If I'm like remembering in my head, I just kind of got in his space, but like I don't know how Durkak missed that shot.
Take what you can get.
Yeah,
Durkak's had some costly misses already.
He's 0 for 3. Usually he's not this bad, but
Got
makes
blocked
the second one.
on that earlier board he got.
that he did. See, this could be an issue. The inability to inbound get it across the court at an effective rate. There you go. Well, that made it easier. There's the Michael. Over to Williams. I think the sad thing is, like, John Hewley was, like, amazing to have on the court at one point. It feels like he's been a liability. He draws a foul there, though.
That's
That, I
going to
think,
send him
goes
to the
on
line.
Yeah.
Send
well,
Big
that's
John to
scary.
the line.
That's scary. Or maybe it isn't. It probably is. Let's be real.
No, it definitely
Duquesne
is.
is
The way
4
we're shooting right now.
Duquesne is 4 for 8 on free throws tonight.
Of course they are.
Dayton's only missed a couple, though. So,
Dayton's 9 for
they've,
11.
They've given you a couple misses at the line. Dayton, that is.
Dayton's 9 for 11, though.
First free throw is good. All right, there you go. At least you stay.
Yay, less
Got it
suffering.
within a score.
You stay on the free throw line. Let's see what Big John has to offer here on his second free throw. 2:42 left here in the first half.
I'm just going to say the word. Clank. Oh, I got it.
Don't say that, because that's why I'm with Kelly Oubre when you did that. Timeout. Timeout Dayton. They'll use it or lose a timeout with 2:42 to go here in the first half. Let's take one more break and come back with the end of the first half right after this. Welcome back. 34-32, Dayton over Duquesne. 2:42 to go here in the first half. So both teams are in the bonus, not the bonus plus. So Any foul here, non-shooting, will be a 1-and-1 at the line. Duquesne's playing a zone, and it led to a wide-open layup that was missed by, I think, Latong.
Oof.
That was certainly something I think that Anthony Grant might get gray hairs
That was
over.
Dirk Cack, actually.
Yeah, I don't know how he missed that.
It was Dirk Cack, actually.
Yeah, I didn't know if it was either one of those two. They're kind of both like similar, like right near the action. Here's Ginyard, a long three. He's got it again. Terrence Ginyard, and the Dukes have the lead with 2:03 to go in the first half.
And
What
he
is
has
happening?
just been money for this Duquesne team
He's
as of
needed
late.
to. So that's interesting. Duquesne's playing the zone. Oh my gosh. Oh, he missed the
Oh, you gotta get
alley-oop.
that.
Somebody's
Come
got
on.
to get that.
But that's the problem
Oh,
with the zone.
no.
Well, that's a zone. I mean, it's just, I don't know why they're playing a zone. Here's a long three from Bennett. They force threes like that, but I don't think it's smart because they hit those threes. I don't think the zone is where you need to go. Yeah, they're having more trouble getting the ball in, and it's stolen away from DeMichael. Bennett goes up with it, and he's got it. That's a problem because this zone is working, or this press is working really well for the Dayton Flyers here today. And they got to figure out how to get Ginyard any separation. I mean, this is a mess. That's a foul.
I think it's going to
That's
be
a
Michael
foul.
go into the line there.
Yeah, that's a foul on Durkak. And, I mean, I don't know whether he tripped or not, but he was down. He literally tripped
I think it's going to be
DeMichael.
It could be called a trip, but I think he would just I think they just got tangled up, and then he ended up tripping him as a result.
Yeah. Not sure how it happened, but the basic level of it, DeMichael fouled by Durkak. And he'll go to the line for two. Or check that for one. It's a 1-and-1. He hopes to go to the line for two. We shall see how that turns out.
The worst part I was going to say was, like, I know they've been pressing them all day, but that was the first real, I'd say those two possessions were, like, the first mistakes they've really had in terms of dealing with the press. They haven't made it look easy, but...
If you're continuing to have this, I mean, like, it's going to be a lot of trouble over a 40-minute period.
No, it is, yeah.
I mean, that's just the fact of the matter. So here's DeMichael at the line. 5 points, 2 of 2 shooting from the field today. The first free throw is good from DeMichael. And we'll get one more with 109 remaining. I'm not sure I like Duquesne having to play in a shootout here.
No, I don't either. Not in the least.
No, but maybe the second half could slow down for the Dukes. Second free throw, it's no good. And rebounded by the Flyers. So here's Javon Bennett, a minute to go. And they went 3 for 4 in those swings. It's all right. Here's the Tong over to Hurd. Hurd, top of the key to Bennett. Bennett at the Dayton D, rather. Kicks Latong, heavily contested in the corner.
Wow.
He's got it. I mean, nothing you can really do about that. And the lead is 6 with 40 seconds to
Literally
go.
worst case scenario that could have happened there.
The worst case scenario is they turn it over on the inbound again.
Oh, this
That is worst case scenario. Here's Terrence Ginyard with 28 seconds to go. 7-second differential between the shot and the game clock. Duquesne's defense needed to be 10 times better in the second half, and they also need some help for their 7'1" guys to not make heavily contested threes. Swing to DeMichael. DeMichael in the corner. No good. It was in and out. It's still loose. 9 seconds. Ginyard three. Got it!
Oh my God! How did that happen?
Galore, and Duquesne cuts it to 3. 2 seconds. That'd be a disaster if Bennett makes it from half court. No good. And what a way to end the first half. The first half, if you like offensive basketball, this is your game. Duquesne 39, Dayton 42. We head to the halftime whistle. We'll be right back after this with the halftime reports.
Oh, this game's pissing me off. Bro, Dayton plays so weird, bro.
You really do.
It's so annoying.
To be fair, just trying to see how I can best describe this, but see if you copy that second graphic and paste it in
The other one.
yeah. It's the one we haven't used yet. See if you can right click it.
If I right click it, goes into program.
It does?
Yeah, watch.
Oh, good.
Which is stupid.
That's fine.
Send to. Oh, no, copy, right?
Yeah, just copy and paste. There you go. And then just switch back to yep. Perfect. Cool. Thank you.
This sucks that it goes into the program, though.
That is annoying. I thought if you right clicked you'd be fine.
Makes no sense, honestly. That's crazy.
This is delivery. Who are you?
Open the door.
It's open, bro.
It was open.
Bro, I literally fucking.
Well, what are you trying to say? Okay. Y'all ready? Y'all ready?
Welcome back, Duquesne and Dayton. Wild one at the half. I mean, I had to do something for Nick at this halftime report and make sure that I crossed off and only had blue Sharpie, so I made sure he didn't have to fully and clearly see the free throw numbers. However, I think the bigger story in this first half is,
The offensive board.
I mean, well, that's actually a pretty big story. I think it's just a lot of good shooting from Dayton.
Oh, yeah.
And Duquesne also has that, but you're right about the offensive boards. 24 shots for Duquesne compared to 30 for Dayton, so they're getting a lot more opportunities. And listen, obviously you want to attribute it to, you'd be like, hey, they got to try harder. This is also part of what makes Dayton so good. That's the size they have. It's infuriating for sure, but it's the size they own on this team that they're able to use to their advantage, and they have so far in this first half. Go to both of you guys here and talk about the first half and what you guys saw out there.
Do you want to start it, Will? Or you want
Yeah,
me to start?
I'll take it.
I'll let you kick it off
I think
here.
we got some emotions to work through.
No, I'm all good now.
with
I'm
you.
good.
Obviously, 3-point shooting came at a clip. I mean, 7 for 10, 70, obviously 70%. Or no, I'm actually looking at that wrong. I apologize. 5 for 14 from 3-point range. I mean, what else can I say here?
There is a big disparity
we're getting
there.
out rebounded on offense more than 2 times. It's actually 2 times. So 8 offensive boards to our 4. But I mean, Ginyard has been the bright spot for this squad. Obviously, 14 points, 4 of 7 from the field, 3 of 5 from the 3-point range.
Wow.
But I mean, free throw shooting and actually Jack was actually talking about this earlier. Inbounding has been a huge problem for this Duquesne team with a late turnover there in the first half. Probably you gotta have to work on that. And I think if you can control the offensive boards, hit your free throws, and most importantly, get the inbounds pass off quickly, I think you're looking at a more competitive second half from these two.
I don't know what Carlos is doing back there. I just saw it.
No, that was me.
I think that was
No,
Will's
but
paper.
then Carlos started laughing back there after he almost fell or something.
Oh, no.
Oh gosh.
I guess
Wheels are falling off here.
Wheels on the bus
guess-
are falling off.
I guess I'll kick it next. I think the biggest thing that's helping Duquesne right now, we talked about it, there's a big difference right now with the bench points. It's been 19-8. They're getting a lot of contributions from a variety of guys. While Dayton has taken more shots, they haven't necessarily been as efficient. That's the one thing I can say Duquesne has been able to be clutch with. They've been super efficient, especially at the 3-point line. I mean, the difference is 70% to 36. Like, I mean, they've made 2 more 3-pointers despite taking 4 less. So, I mean, that mixed with, again, the contributions they've gotten, a few points from John, a few points, the dunk from Crawford, the 9 points from Alex Williams, who's just been phenomenal off the bench this whole season, and 6 from DeMichael, whereas outside of Bryce Hurd, Dayton's not really getting a lot of help. In fact, I would even say their bench has been kind of a hindrance to them.
Yeah, and I'm glad you highlighted that bench points area. Almost half of Duquesne's points are coming from off the bench. 19 points. They've scored 39 in the first half.
Yeah, no, it's 100%. It's been they haven't gotten a lot of production from some guys. I mean, Jimmy and Dave are combined 2 for 8. You haven't even let Jakob or Brandon Hall even take a shot. I mean, outside of Ginyard, the starting 5 really hasn't been able to produce much. So I know when we get into the second half, they're gonna have to get a lot Drew's gonna have to get a lot more creative on how he's gonna go out with these lineups with these 10 players. I'm a little surprised, especially towards the end, that you didn't see Van Bussel check in for a little bit. They trusted John, which I thought was an interesting call there.
All right, so second half is underway here. Or about to be underway. I want to go these. By the way, Dayton Flyers fans are the most spoiled fans in all of college basketball. I'm going to say it.
Mid-major.
It's true.
Mid-major college basketball.
No, in all of college. They literally, anytime
Even more than
they are. No, they're not spoiled. They some bad teams. It's all right. They don't act like the world's falling down. Only in football. I think that genuinely, Dayton Flyers fans, they were literally above 500, and they're asking to fire their head coach. Why? I don't understand how. And now they're 8-5 again. Everyone's showing up again. The fire coach chants are gone, like they vanish into the wind.
As we get started,
It drives me nuts. Like, dude, enjoy that you have a very good basketball team that is perennially good. So,
that's great.
All right, here's Jaron Skinyard. Good play to get Williams open for three. No good. It was a good start offensively. They just weren't able to cash in. That would have tied the game. Defensively, they get a little help and get the turnover.
Take there. Way too much mustard on that pass from Deshae Montgomery. That looked like it was never going to fall.
Yeah, that was high in the air. Here's Skinyard. 42-39. I think you might have to turn off the audio out here. I think because
Yeah, I'm hearing them buzz.
yeah. Here's Skinyard. He does not get to make that pass inside Dave Dixon. A foul is called. Yeah, that's better. Thank you. Thank you, Carlos. Carlos is producing this one today for us.
He is.
Maybe I'm just that loud. I don't know. My
Shout
bad.
out Los for waking up at 1:30 to help
Yeah.
to help us out.
Very early wake-up call. Here's Netches. He likes the size mismatch. Puts it up, no good. He gets the offensive rebound. Kicks. Ginyard driving in, and
They're going to call foul.
they call a jump
They're
ball.
going to call a jump ball. Wow.
I didn't like that call there.
Dayton's ball there.
All right. So he goes straight up. I guess he got him. It might be that. I don't know if it's this. I don't know.
No.
No, it's not that. It's something. I'll figure it out. I don't know. As long as my audio is good on the actual video, it's all right. And the foul is called. That's going to go on Ginyard. I don't know what it is. Probably just me hearing stuff. That's always a possibility. That's always a possibility. Probably is.
Probably. That's great.
Well, I mean, kind of a messy start to the second half here in the first minute and 8 seconds. Inbound to Latong, 18 on the shot clock, so Dayton can run the normal offense here out the inbound. Over to Jones driving in. No good because it's blocked by Dixon. At the very least, a good contest. I did think he got a piece of that, unless he just airballed the heck out of that shot, which asked Durkak is possible. Inside net just gets it to go. They're trying to stuff Bennett on guys that haven't gotten the ball. You can't hide from Yuck. Makes it a 1-point game. I think that's something Duquesne, maybe in the halftime locker room, saw, and they're like, hey, we might have to start exploiting. So here is Montgomery. He's very good in his own right. Top of the key, Simon. Left wing, Bennett driving to his left. He gets the wide open look to Simon, who then kicks it to the top of the key for Latong. No good. But the offensive rebound goes to Dayton, and this could hurt. Montgomery for three. No good. Rebound. Latong puts it up, but it won't count. It'll go the other way.
Wow. It's going to be a foul on Simon. A push-off that they're calling there.
Scary, scary, scary.
We were talking about at halftime. I mean, the offensive boards have been a problem, and they got another one. Latong there. I mean, Williams just has no chance, and Jakob's getting boxed out repeatedly.
Yak's got to figure something out there. All right, so here's Ginyard. 17:45 to go. Ginyard to Williams. Williams dribbles to the top of the key, guarded by Latong. Over to Ginyard, back to Williams. Williams drives in, Latong puts it up, and it's no good. Yeah, there actually might be something wrong with one of these speakers or something, because I am still hearing it.
Yeah.
Here's a three from Bennett. He's got it.
Wow.
Just
So-
back to 4 points.
Yep, I think Duquesne's having a lot of opportunities here to tie this game up or take the lead. They have not been able to come through in the second half so far, but still a lot of time. 17:07 to go. Netchus, guarded by Simon, spins. Netchus gives it to Williams. It's blocked. It was pinned. Dixon gets the offensive rebound and is fouled.
Wow.
That was a massive screw you block.
Before I think the foul was called
Wow.
on Deshane Montgomery there.
That was crazy.
No, actually, my bad. It was Mel Latong getting called
Yeah,
for foul there.
that was a tongue.
It was the block was by Montgomery.
All right, so now Nick's favorite activity is free throw shooting. And the first one is good.
Listen, I'll sound like a broken record till the end of time. Well, until my last ever game I ever call. But I promise you, there is nothing that drives.
I'm trying to test out the speakers. Yeah, it's me who tests because I'm trying to test out the speakers. I'm sorry.
The second
I didn't
shot
mean
is good.
to. I promise I didn't mean to.
It
actually sounds better now.
Yeah, I
Right
was
now.
about to say it does sound.
I think it was 3 and 4. Just like weird like base settings. It could be. I don't know. We'll see. If it happens again, I pray to God it doesn't because it drives me insane. Hey, 2 free throws made from Dave.
think
It's
Jack felt like he was
45-43.
in like a speech jammer mode there.
I might have been. Who knows? This game is too wild. I don't know what's going on. Here's the drive-in
They're
from.
gonna call
they
a
call it
foul
block.
on Yak.
So that was Montgomery. That was Hurd. Sorry, take 3. Keontae Jones driving in, and Yak either was in the restricted area or just wasn't set. Either way, it's Dayton's broadcast. They won't show it because it probably wasn't a foul.
I just don't think
Sorry,
he
that
got
was
his
a
feet
joke.
set there.
Actually, it wasn't a joke. I'm serious. I think that they should have shown that replay by now.
They definitely should have, but I also just don't think Yak got his feet set in time. He turned around because he lost sight of where the ball was.
Yeah,
The
first free throw was good.
Yeah.
It's a very wild game so far here today from UD Arena. And the Dukes are staying in it.
I mean, that's all you can ask for in a game like this. Just stay
Yeah.
in it.
We'll see if they're able to pull something out of their rear end, in a sense. This would be something else. Wow, so they got, once again, I think that's ridiculous that they have to wait for the ref to give them the ball. I think that's so dumb. Here's Williams. He's got to get it across court. He's got 3 seconds, got 2, and he's got it across. All right, here we go. Once again, Duquesne having to wait here to get their offense set up. It's all Dayton really wants out of that press. Maybe get a couple turnovers as well, and they have. Latong taking on the trees, or excuse me, Dixon taking on the trees, and a travel is called. That's some good defense from Latong.
It's great defense there. You can see Dave. He was trying to spin around, like try to cut on the outside there. and he couldn't
Ironically,
find
he
it.
had him on skates. It's just he wasn't able to keep his feet set.
Yeah.
I mean, because no one really takes on Latong in the post. I wondered if that's something he's able to get a game experience in often is that post defense. Here's a 3. It's good from Deshane Montgomery, and
They're gonna get
plays blood. That's going to be a.
foul call.
They might call a foul there,
Seemed like a bit of a flop to me, but that
probably.
I can
Either
see
way,
that.
that gets us to the under 16 timeout, the first media timeout of the half. Dayton up 50-43 on the Dukes. A quick start for the Flyers.
it's been tough. It's been a tough go of things, and what's made it even worse is just the fact that they just have just continuously shot themselves in the foot as we were about to get back into action. It's been too many mistakes. And it's tough to see that they've only been able to beat them once in the regular season the last 8 years. The only other win coming in the year they made March Madness as...
So, all right, So they call a foul. That's a foul.
I think they're calling it on Dix and on...
Well, first off, I thought that Ginyard was held. So I don't know why they showed that from the top there, because... First of all, I don't think there should be a foul. If you're going to call a foul, call it before the shot because Ginyard was being held. And if you don't call that, don't call anything at all. Yeah. There's no need. That one I'm baffled on.
It's been a tough go of things for the start of the second half, dude.
You know the funny thing
Flyers
is?
are up by 7.
You know the funny thing is they have not won at Dayton in our 4 years here. You're 6.
Yeah.
They have never won at Dayton. I don't understand it. I know Dayton has this awesome crowd, and I know. All right, I know, but for them not to win a single game,
It's been tough.
it's malpractice at a certain point, dude. I mean, jeez Louise.
To see if they're going to have them go to the line.
Of course they do. Of course they will. Where there's a will, there's a way. Where there's a ref, there's a way. That's what they did 2 years ago, dude. That was so messed up 2 years ago. No, yeah, they should have called a foul to begin with. Here's Ginyard. That's a nice way to break the press. I love it. Use your speed. And they did there to break it. Here's Ginyard. Wow, it's close to a travel. Almost threw it 5 million feet into the bench. But Williams has it, left wing,
and they're
and it's
going
going
to
the
call an
other
illegal
way.
screen on Dixon. You can't have that happen.
Yeah. So rough start for the Dukes in the second half. So 3 fouls apiece, ironically. Dave will go to the bench. And I think at a certain point he might be in foul trouble. I don't know about that.
Montgomery may have sold that, but it was a push. I mean, he just pushed him. That's not a screen.
I think it's a terrible call. That's a foul. Okay. All right, fair enough. Here's Latong. Top of the key guarded by Hewley. It was an unintentional screen that Hewley set for Ginyard, but, who we play on. Here's Bennett, top right corner. It's Montgomery inside and blocked by Hewley. They call a foul. But that was good movement by Latong to get open and get into the paint to draw the foul call. Yeah, he hacked him.
I don't think they have a single guy here who can cover Latong. I really don't with how they're playing today.
Yeah, Latong is taking them to school, in a sense. First free throw is no good. Well, that could be their saving grace. That could ironically be Duquesne's saving grace, is if Dayton starts missing free throws.
Yeah,
that's something
save them right now.
That's been something they have done pretty well. They were 9 for 11 on free throws in the first half, and they have a miss here. They don't have a miss on the second one, however, as second free throw's good. And yeah, they're gonna have Ginyard start inbounding it so they can kind of get Ginyard to be able to get free off the inbound to receive the basketball. Foul is called. I don't know why.
Against Dayton,
it's not against Duquesne, so that'll just extend this game for 5 extra seconds here because the refs apparently don't know what to call. Even though they call a foul, they don't know what they call the foul on, is what it feels like. I mean, this is unbelievable. What are they calling?
Like I said, I believe
What is going on?
I believe it's a push-off.
On who?
For Dayton, I believe.
I was going to say, it can't be on Duquesne. No one pushed off to get to the ball. Yes, all right. So Anthony Grant is
having a lengthy conversation.
He's pointing his index finger at the ref's head. At least from our angle, that's what it looked like. Though, in all seriousness, he was pointing towards that inbound spot. So it probably happened pretty early on. As here's Williams, left wing, gives to the other Williams, Alex, at the top of the key. Jimmy, left wing down the left post for John Hewley, guarded by Simon. This would be a nice surprise if Hewley can get something going. He's going to be brought down to the ground by his own force. It's a jump ball. Duquesne luckily has a possession error, so they will get it. With 3.4 seconds to go, however, so I don't think that was a foul. I think it was just Hewley ran out of real estate.
No, he just gets.
Well, that could have been a double dribble is the funny part.
He gets tangled up again.
I don't think they got the timeout off. They didn't. So 3.4 seconds. I don't even think they want the timeout to get off. Here's Williams. Goes up with it blocked. Has to put it up again. No good. Rebound. Williams for three. It's take two of what happened to end the first half. They get another offensive rebound. Hall drives. Puts it up. Bennin. They needed that. They get off the schneid.
Man, they needed something.
They cut it to 6. All right. That was necessary. That gamble was not necessary.
No, that was not.
Here's Montgomery. Montgomery's killing them here tonight. Guarded by Ginyard. Wow, good defense. How about that? Left wing, Bennett. That hasn't happened. Wow, good job by Ginyard. He throws out Carlos, losing his mind as it's turned over again. It's deflected by Hall. Brings a necessary break for a second to the action.
You know, I don't want to jump the gun here, but I think we have a Duquesne basketball fan in Carlos.
I think we do.
Definitely.
The George Mason game was the beginning of his fandom, and now
that was a rough sequence.
Now he's starting to.
No place to get started like your 4th year here at Duquesne.
No way. Yeah, well, he's got an extra semester than we do, so he can really be a Duquesne super fan.
That was a
in
rough
non-conference
sequence
play.
of there. That was just an unacceptable passer from TG there.
Carlos is going to be 90 watching these games with
be
us.
all
That's a
They're gonna
foul
call a
on
Or a
DeMichael.
trip on DeMichael.
Well, I don't understand why they call that foul.
You could become a Duquesne football fan.
I think was there not a screen being set as well? So I don't understand where you want
There's
that.
been a lot of long pauses.
Do you
in
not?
between.
Okay. Do you not want the
calls
guy?
today.
Do you not want the guy to fight around a screen? Is that what we're asking? Hey guys, you have to see someone set a screen, and then you have to stand still and never move for the rest of your life. Is that what it is?
I guess.
Clearly. Bennett guarded by Hall. The battle is zeros. Handoff to Hurd. Hurd driving inside Turkak, looking for his first bucket of the game. Nope, he missed it. But God bless America, they got another offensive rebound. Guarded by Hewley is Turkak. Now up, swung to the Fifth Third Bank logo to Montgomery. Montgomery, guarded by Williams. Top of the key, Latong. He'll put up a three, he'll make a three. Amel Latong, he missed the first game between these two teams, and we talked about it being a factor in the pregame show. It certainly has been today. Here's Williams. Guarded by Hurd. Gives to Alex Williams. Nice pass to Hall. Goes up on Latong. He got it to go. No foul, I guess.
Nope.
Must have been clean. No,
clearly
not.
It's just been rough.
8-on-5. Here is Bennett, guarded by Hall. Over to Durkak, who is guarded by Alex Williams. They get the switch for Williams on Hurd. Hewley guarding Latong. I hate this matchup. Putting it up is Montgomery. No good. Hey, we got a rebound. All right.
Box out from
Now you convert. You have to convert here.
Gotta find
Williams.
something.
Wow. Got him moving. And a three. No good. That's something that should have went
hurt.
in. There's a law. Montgomery. My goodness.
I hope everybody heard that one because that's.
They
how
probably
I feel
did.
right now. Honestly,
there's Alex Williams driving in, guarded by Latong. Williams puts it up, no good. No foul either. Rebounded by Latong. This is where it could get away from Duquesne. Bennett now, guarded by Alex Williams. 20 seconds left on the shot clock. Bennett gives over for Durkak to Montgomery. In the right wing, guarded by DeMichael. Inside for Durkak, puts it up, got it and one. That's a way to make your first basket. Took him 6 tries, but Durkak gets the hoop and the harm, and that's how we go to the under 12 timeout. Duquesne fighting the tide here again in the second half, down by 11. We'll be back right after this. All right, welcome back, Dayton. I almost combined Duquesne and Dayton. It's kind of. What is that guy doing? He's giving the jazz hands. Hi, my team is good.
We got a response from
Hi, guys.
Gospel. Hey, guys.
You know, fun fact.
Was that Jason or Brendan you think sent that?
Fun fact, women's basketball is up by 11 right now.
They are. They're doing great.
Yeah.
I mean, we want to talk
Unlike
about
the men.
Duquesne's basketball. Bremski is there, and I believe he should be helping out with some sort of responsibility. So, what are we doing?
Probably a nice little timeout there.
What are we doing there?
Probably a timeout, honestly.
I would hope it'd be a timeout. That's, we got responsibilities to work on.
But this has been a very, very bad showing of things here.
2000 in the 2000 Division III state final, Drew Joyce had 21 minutes. There 21 points in 10 minutes. There's 11:49 to go. Duquesne needs 21 points to even have a chance. They might not. Here's Durkak at the line. You know, I'd probably start with missing the free throw. Nah, it's perfect. Nah, it's perfect. All right,
At
here's.
this point, you just got to find something to start trying to claw your way back because the way you're playing is just
I'm
not
gonna start
good
making
enough.
some shots. Is realistically what they gotta do. Okay, they gotta get across half court here. They do, but they turn it over. The press working its dividends. Here's Durkak, slows it down. Now Hurts speeding it up, driving in, kicks out to Simon, handoff to Bennett.
It's going from bad to worse here.
It really is.
Holy fiasco.
Nothing
This
working.
tends to be how it happens against Dayton, though. Let's be real. Here's Bennett, gives a Durkak over to Jones. Jones on the left wing. Simon top of the key. Some motion working for the Flyers. Blocked by Dixon. Maybe this is where you start to claw your way back. You got to get stops, but then you also got to get across court. Give yourself a lot more time to set up the offense. They were able to set it up in about 25 seconds. Here's DeMichael. Gives to Netchus. Swim through pass to Williams. Williams driving. Lost his footing there. Gives it to Michael. Top of the key. Floater. No good. They can't buy a bucket until Dixon puts it up and in. And the foul. They can cut it to single digits with a free throw here. Yes, as Carlos
All
said,
you can
free
do.
throws.
It was a good floater by DeMichael. It was an even better rebound by Dixon, which, God, they have needed that considering they're getting mauled on the other side of the glass. On the other end there.
7.6 rebounds for Dixon. A nice day for him. It's just he's had a couple of bad misses inside the painted area. Hey, and he gave the raised roof, Sally. I'm happy that he waited until he made the free throw. Dixon says that sometimes that celebration is kind of a release. Some of the anger, as well as the dunks. The dunks are also a
I
release.
personally,
But
I
love it.
love seeing it every game. I'm only sad that it's coming to an end. I mean,
Well, that is true. We've gotten 4 years of it. You only got 1 year, and it's unfortunate. I thought they called a foul there for a second.
Right
3
on
seconds,
time.
too. Bennett is not going to get it up. And they did somehow, but it's no good. And they call a foul. They find a way to call a foul under the basket, and that's just abhorrent.
And they're going to call it on Terrence Ginyard.
fudge.
So put him in the bonus. And it's going to be Bryce Hurd going to the line. You just can't be serious right now.
I think that's a god-awful foul call when there's even debate if he got that shot off. Ray Goss is baffled, and I am right there with him,
Dude's
ironically.
angry,
Not a good day for the Dukes. No. First free throw's good. And it's Durkak. Of course it is. Or no, it's not Durkak.
No, it's
Bryce Hurd. I heard that this guy is going to miss a second free throw. Nah, he made it.
I just want to shout out the chicken in the background. Whoever that is.
Yeah, when your team starts winning, you turn things around. Instead of wearing garbage bags, you wear a chicken head.
Yeah.
Nice. I think there's a lot of pent-up anger for me about Dayton fans, and I'm sorry. I don't mean to take it out. Here's Williams. Gets to Dixon, but he got shoved into the stanchion, so they call a foul there. That's the only way that they call a foul. As if Duquesne gets mauled. I mean, good Lord. Only way they have gotten... They've gotten held trying to close out threes, and they don't call a foul. They call a foul on Duquesne in that scenario, if you can believe that. So they got 18 seconds to run their offense here. They're down by 11. Ginyard looking to make that single digits, puts it up.
Foul.
And of course, thank God.
It's going to be on Keontae Jones against Dave Dixon.
Yeah, I think Drew Joyce might have said some menacing words to the ref. Maybe Drew Joyce like, hey, I don't like this. I don't know what he said, though.
Oh, this just game's
I think
been
quite
so
frankly-
painful. It's not even funny. It's just been so bad.
Here's Netchus gives to Williams. They're swinging it, and now Williams slows things down. Top of the key inside. Dixon fouled. Yeah, I mean, that's a
on
foul.
Simon.
It's a
And that's
foul. He
gonna
literally,
put Duquesne into the bonus.
if you're going to catch a ball and then I just put my head into your arms, is that a foul or?
Nah, just let him
Now
play.
look at it. Like, just, he's in his space. Like, it's not like Dave's like, it's not like Dave is like,
And Simon's going to have to check
Going
out. He's
into
at
hit-
4 fouls, so
That's
one of their
massive.
starting 5 is going to be out for
That's
probably at least the next 4 or 5 minutes, I'd say.
that's massive. Speaking of which, I think Latong's back in. So,
Oh, because of course it is.
and now it's over. I'm not kidding, actually. That is a big deal when Latong's in this game. His plus minus has got to be through the roof.
I will let you know.
It's raised the roof. He was a 9 at halftime.
Does it not show that?
You got to go to the expanded, probably.
It
yeah.
is 6 plus 16.
Ah, he's a 16. That's the most. Hey, Dave Dixon with the offensive rebound off missing a free throw, and he goes flying into the
it's
cheerleader section. I just want to point out that I literally saw the teleprompter just go from black to white in like 15 times in 2 seconds. That was hysterical.
That's so frustrating. There's just so many stupid, careless errors that are just killing them.
I mean, hey, there's a tough place to play, and
It is.
it's evident. I mean, Dayton's home record every year is always above 500. It's almost as close to a guarantee as you can get in this conference. Some good defense by Netchus. Doing a good job guarding Latong. He's standing his ground there. I don't like how this offense is being played. It's gonna be
still
it's
Duquesne's
gonna
ball,
be Duquesne's ball.
but in some ugly
They should have to
fashion
review
there.
it now because you did this. I haven't had that anger for that review it motion in probably 5 years. And it was a Hawks series. It was a Hawks series because Trae Young used to
They're
always
not
do
gonna
this.
challenge it.
I'd get so mad. That's why I'm feeling the rage again.
That's gonna
They
go up.
put
and
up
there's
no good. That's
foul.
I think Jimmy Williams and Terrence Ginnard have the worst whistle in this league. I mean, it's incredible. I mean, dude, I'm not saying it. Drew Joyce said it earlier this year, and he's right. Well,
That's a
Dirk
great
Hack
pass,
just,
and
yeah, I
Dirk
mean,
Hack
he's.
gets a layup.
Now, so it's 12-point game, 8:50 to go. Pass up for Netchis. Swims through. Good job,
Nothing
Netchis.
is
But
working
he's
in the Boston.
he's hawked from behind by Dirk Hack. It goes out of play. It will still be Duquesne basketball here. 23 seconds to go. Dirk Hack's angry. I implore you to look at the scoreboard. You're winning. It's okay. I implore you to look at the second half stats. Don't worry. It's okay. I mean, this has just been a brutal half from Duquesne. Falling apart, ripping at the seams, better way to put it. Nice pass to Natchez. He puts it up and in. Good vision from Cam Crawford. Lead back down to 10. With 8.5 to go. Yeah, Donato's Pizza. I did not know that Donato's Pizza and Red Robin had an attached area down in Cranberry. Fun fact, I never knew Donato's Pizza existed until last night, so there's that.
No, it exists until today.
Hey, we're learning stuff on the final Duquesne men's basketball broadcast from the
Bennett
College
running
Hall
low on
studio.
time.
Gives
And
it
they're
to
just gonna get a shot
Latong.
clock
All right.
violation.
And Latong almost somehow made that, too. That was the funny part. That shot was on the line.
If he had lost that one-handed 0.3 seconds, that just swishes. I'm saying that's
thank
the end
God
of
it
the stream.
didn't count.
Goodbye, everybody. I'm done with
and
this.
thank God it didn't count, because I wonder
I
what
might have walked out the door.
pretty much. What are we doing with viewers? Are people?
Everybody's been great.
Everyone's sticking around to see this.
130 views. Y'all have been awesome. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I wish the game was going better, but
All right, here's a pass to Netchus.
there's still a little time for them to turn it
So
around.
Duquesne probably has to get this to under 5 points by the under 4. Here's Teardrop Dixon, no good. I mean, he's hit those throughout the season, doesn't hit it there. It's put up or shut up time, really, for Duquesne. They got to get back into this one ASAP if they want a chance at pulling off a win. Here's Latong, top of the key. Left wing, Jones. Swing to the right wing now with Hurd. Down low. Good job by the Michael. They call the foul.
On to Michael.
He read that like a book, but they say he made contact with Dirk Hack to an excessive point, I guess, to call the foul. And that's how we go to the under 8 timeout. Dirk Hack will be at the line for a 1-and-1 after this. We'll be back with we'll probably say the final 7:33. I don't want to get another break, so we'll be back after this. Welcome back. It's been a heck of a performance from Javon Bennett and Emil Latong. 12 points for Latong, 14 for Javon Bennett. Just finding ways to throw a lot of punches towards that Duquesne defense, and still considerable amount of time left to continue to do some damage.
I hate when we're right.
Yeah. I was
These
spot
are the two
on
players we
Latong.
called on, and I was spot on Bennett, unfortunately,
Yeah.
which is just the worst feeling in the world. So they're gonna go to the line. As I guess I'll give a quick little update on what's going on around the A10 today. St. Joseph's beat Loyola Chicago, so that stays true. St. Joseph's moves into I think they're in fourth. I think they have the tiebreaker over Dayton, I believe.
Who?
St. Joseph's.
Not entirely sure. They might play twice.
They might. I believe they have the tiebreaker. Though I'm just gonna go.
First free throw is good from Durkak. Makes it a 11-point game. He'll step up for a second now. Steph Van Boosel is on the court for Duquesne. I wonder. I guess when you're in foul trouble, and I think John Hewley today has not cut the cheese in a sense.
No, he is not.
So
And low on options, you got to try something.
you got to try something. They're getting their tails beat on the offensive glass by a considerable amount. So here's Ginyard guarded by, and he had DeMichael. He just launched it a little too far. That was cutting in from the right was DeMichael, and Ginyard threw it to the far left, and that's another turnover for Duquesne. I don't think they have a crazy amount of turnovers because they only had 5 at the half, so I'm sure it's not an insane number.
11.
Yeah, 11. They have 6 in the second half. There's still time to go, so maybe that is a big number.
It's not great.
Yeah. Oh, that's a nice pass of Bennett from the left corner. Bennett moves around to the right corner now, going under the baseline. Now drives back in. Floater, no good. Rebound, Van Boosel. There you go. Now here's Ginyard. I mean, maybe you don't have Van Boosel a huge part of the offense, but defensively, you'd probably just stick him in the paint and be like, hey, you got to get these rebounds.
That's all you
for
can
us.
hope
We're
for at
struggling.
this point.
Here's Ginyard, got it by Simon. They like the mismatch. Ginyard puts it up. No good. Rebound. Netchus.
And it's going to
and
be
they call a
foul on Van Boosel.
Not a foul on Ginyard, who got basically Kawhi Leonard in the corner. Or Zaza Pachulia. Whatever you call that incident.
And that's going to send Keontae George to the line. It's 100% a foul. He dragged him down by his arms. He held his shoulder. It's not smart basketball there.
I mean, you're trying everything and anything. And if Duquesne does see Dayton in the A10 tournament, this will certainly be a storyline. That is something that we don't know if it will come to fruition. However, it always seems to when the Dukes want to avoid them the most. And here's a second free throw from Keontae Jones, and it's good. So it's 67-53 in favor of Dayton. A lot needs to go right here for Duquesne in the final 6:31. We'll see what the seeding ends up being, because it ends up mattering a lot every single game as you pull into the final 4 of the season. Duquesne has 4 more games remaining. Here's a Netchus 3, no good. Crawford, why'd he put it up? He tried to put back jumper almost from that first notch on the right side of the paint.
It up with one hand. He got no support from his other hand there.
Here's Montgomery. Durkak with a screen, now inside Durkak. Guarded by Van Boosel. Kicks to the corner for a 3. No good. Van Boosel gets the board. I mean, no matter what the result, Van Boosel has a really good opportunity here to be able to buy himself some minutes if the Dukes played the Flyers again. Montgomery lob! And it was, ironically, it was tipped up and in by Crawford on the second chance. And instead of that counting, they're going to call a foul. That was kind of wild, given the history.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was gonna watch this. It was caught. Yeah, so
It was Jakob
oh,
on the foul
what?
against
Wait a
Deshaun Montgomery. He hit him on the back of the head there. I think.
Oh my God! What? That is not a foul. Not that it matters. Yeah, that's not a
Oh
foul.
no, they just called it.
I was gonna say if they call that a foul, then I don't know what to tell you. I don't know basketball then. That would have been the cherry on top, but that's not a foul. So it's Duquesne's ball. They have it with 5.5 to go and down 14. That thing I said about making it 5, they are running out of time to get it across half court. There's probably a foul. That was silly. Duquesne's falling apart at the seams. And a jam from Keontae Jones with one hand, with the right. So it's 69-53, and Duquesne calls a timeout. And needing to talk things over as things have gone from bad to worse for the Duquesne Dukes here today. I think that acts. Actually, I don't think that will act as a media timeout. It will be a timeout nonetheless. And yeah, they're flying here in Dayton. 5:19 to go. It's a 16-point lead for the Flyers on their way to win number 9 of the season. We'll be right back after this. As we come back, at the timeout, Nick was talking about how there's a way that Duquesne could not avoid Dayton, and then in the A10 championship, then they just showed the A10 championship bottom third. So that is March 11th to 15th. Break is next week for us, and this will be our final. This is our final broadcast from College Hall this season. So there's that.
Yeah.
And then
The Dukes
Dave,
are down by 16 with 5:20 left to go. But in all seriousness, folks, thank you
but
all
hey,
so
we
much
beat
for tuning
LaSalle.
in. Yeah, woo.
Whoop. Big whoop.
I want to say thank you to everybody from Carlos to Will, Jack, and everybody who tuned in. Y'all have been awesome this year. It is crazy to think this is our last time, and that's going to be a
Yeah, it was a foul on. I thought he should have went up.
foul
with
on
it.
Simon, and Simon's going to foul out of the game.
No, they subtracted a foul from him just so that he could stay in the game. He's not moving towards the bench.
I don't think he's realized it. If it is him,
Go check if it's his fifth foul.
it is. He's
Okay.
here. I was pretty confident it was. I was just waiting to see if they were
Carlos let out a yell back there.
Like,
Carlos is the only one of us that can let out steam when this is all happening in real time. I envy him at
I'm
moments.
holding back swear
First
words every
free throw is good from Jimmy Williams.
time. 'Cause we keep
Listen,
it Duquesneable
I
around
think
here.
that there's a rant that needs to be made about the Duquesne students.
Hey, you can
And-
do that one.
I don't know if I can. No, I think it's a call. I think
Yes,
it's a
you
real
can.
call to action. Doesn't matter if I say it. I'm leaving. It's a real call to action, and
Parting gift.
I don't want to sell. Wow, Jimmy Williams is 1 for 10 today. That's part of your problem. Couple rough games here for Jimmy Williams, but quite frankly, there's also the other side of what he's done in the 24 before this one that suggests to you that this is not a trend that will continue.
No.
So,
Just sucks to see that it's been this bad today.
yeah, it wasn't even that bad the last game. He just didn't put up that many shots. It's just today he has put up the shots.
And they had
Today they
nothing
have
to
not
start.
fell. Uh-oh. Latong inside got it on Williams. It's actually a pretty impressive shot from Latong. Alex Williams, a bigger size down there than any guard. Here's Williams. Jimmy Williams, that is. God dang, I just got to call him Jimmy. All right,
At
that's
this
how we'll
point, I mean, the main story is going to be talked about the fact that they got mauled on the glass, and the other key thing is
go. Williams goes up. That was off of Bennett. Bennett with, you could record as a block there. At the very least, it was stripped from Williams' hands as he tried to go up. 4:20 remaining.
And it's going to be the key thing of if they do have to play each other next time is
That
they
was
have
close.
no answers for Laton. They've had no answers for him all day long. And I don't know what you do to try to fix that if you play him again.
Williams will put up a 3. Of course he made it. Of course, after we mention that he's been having a bad shooting, though, that's what Jimmy Williams can do for your program.
Yep.
Just for the record, that's something that he can do, and he's done on a consistent basis before this week. Bad week. Happens to everyone.
Yeah.
Happens to the best of them.
It's been a bad day. I honestly don't know who has played good for Duquesne today. Everybody's had at least a really bad moment, including that one by Brandon Hall just
That's a hard foul.
mauling Keontae George there.
That's a hard foul. Risk it by trying to go for the strip, and you don't get it. So foul him hard. Make him earn it at the line. We'll take one more break. Come back after this. We'll finish this godforsaken game off. Guess what the Duquesne Dukes are on free throws in the second half. Let's run this joke back.
6 for 7. Woo!
Carlos didn't like that joke.
Just go and hit it.
Carlos, if you want to let out any yells, I know you already have, but you still can.
They are.
There's no one in the Duke studio.
They're welcomed.
This has maybe been the
They're
most
welcome
depressing
yells.
game I have watched this entire season. I hope the viewers heard that.
I need to see if that was heard.
I don't think it was. If it was, it's maybe.
I think it was.
That is.
Man, this has been probably the toughest showing all year. Because I mean, this second half has shown it. I mean, even
Oh my
when you talk
gosh,
about
I think it was her.
contributions from Alex Williams and. This has maybe been the
They're welcome yells.
I've watched this entire season. You can hear it. That's great.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna clip that up for a
Even when we
second.
get to it, it's just the fact that when it's all said and done, I truthfully, nobody has played good in the second half for Duquesne. And that sounds harsh to say, but
No, it's literally true, but it's one of those. You can't play perfect basketball for 20 some games. It's the nature of it.
But it's always a frustrating feeling when you see everybody. There has not been a bright spot since today.
Hey,
There is not.
the free throws. Woo.
What do you do?
Woo woo. All right. Well, here's Jimmy Williams driving to his right, puts it up. He got it. Heck yeah.
Something at least good to take for the road.
Guys, it's a 12-point game with 3:29 to go.
Stranger things have happened.
Yes, they have. Let me run back the joke. It's happened for 5 seasons and like 50 episodes. No, I think it was like 45.
Never watched a single second of any episode.
You're missing out. I do believe you're missing out. Here's Latong, or that's Durkak inside. Of course he missed it. It's going to be Duquesne ball. 3:07 to go. Durkak has been a train wreck today. I mean, he has had layups that have just been like he's launching it off the backboard on
A
purpose.
lucky break there, but they
Guess who went for the steal?
Alex going.
It was Durkak. Dixon, that was a travel. They didn't call it. All right, that works.
Got it
That
down to
works. It's down to 10.
Hi guys, I'm sad right now.
Here's Durkak driving in. I was going to turn it over. Durkak layup. He was fouled. All right, game over. Now I think it's mathematically over if he makes a free throw. I think like the math would. Durkak has a stain on his jersey. He shouldn't be able to play.
100% a foul.
Ironically, I
Dixon there.
think-
That's gonna be number 4 for him.
He has like a blood stain. Dang. I think ironically, if it was if there was a halftime upcoming, they would probably say he has to get a new jersey. That's the funny part. First free throw is good. Hey, at least he's making his free throws.
Really, these are fitting shots.
Oh, I know I'm next. I think he's gonna wait. He's gonna
Wait till the
he's
game's
gonna
over.
buy his He's just gonna wait at the worst
I
possible
guess-
moment. He's
I
gonna
guess
be like,
that's
"Hi,
no problem."
Jack." All right, first free throw is good. Second free throw, no good. Duquesne might be shooting a better percentage from the line than Dayton is
It's
in the
like
second
only
half.
Good thing.
Hey,
from
well,
this half.
that's one of your
I guess there
really
was a
bad
bright spot.
takeaways, so you should keep the same energy and be excited. Williams for 3, no good. Rebound, Jimmy Williams to Hall. Guys, if they hit that 3, it would have been an 8-point game. And a foul is called. Why are we now, like, really
Keontae
upping the
Jones.
urgency?
There we go.
Yeah, he's not even bad. Like, this is not a bad situation. Right? They're actually playing good basketball.
Yeah.
Bro, enough. Bro, enough.
No, I think we need more of that.
No, we don't.
You're giving him ideas, dude. You're giving him ideas.
Stop feeding him ideas.
See, I'm fine with that. I'm dead inside at this point.
Hi, guys. First free throw is good. Hey!
What a shot, Brandon. Woo!
Nick, you
Almost-
have
almost
not
sounds like a bad
raised the
idea.
roof. You need to raise the roof
Yeah.
today.
Fine, if he makes this, I'll raise the roof.
I'm
Imagine he
noticing
misses. Second free throw is good. Yeah! Do it.
Hey, oh,
Yes!
Okay, I was about to say that's a.
It's
Got
a
it down to
weak
9
roof.
though. As looks like a Duquesne timeout there. I'll have 1 left with about 2.5 minutes.
I guess, well, it's technically not over yet, but it's going to take everything Duquesne's got to even have a chance.
Yep.
I mean, if Dayton gets one more bucket, I think it's genuinely over. And even then, you might barely have enough time. And even if you do, you're going to have to hit down some threes
Yeah, you're gonna need
to have a
hit
chance. And this team has not shot good,
today. No, that's
especially in the second half.
No, they have
going
not.
1 for 7 at the 3-point line,
That's more what it was against LaSalle.
and which it comes out to 8 for 17. So the pendulum swung in the complete opposite direction.
That's a big word.
Yeah.
The pendulum.
that'll be the word of the day here at DS.
Nah, indubitably is the word of the day.
Okay.
I got it. I
Okay,
said it right.
All right, we can have individual words today. I mean, we have pendulum, indubitably. I got 2.5 minutes to work with. I just want to say that. That's to get a word of the day in.
Yeah.
The word of the day is
Depression.
the roof. The roof. The word of the day is roof. Is raise. Raise the bar.
So
Raise the bar when it comes to having an awful first. Why can I hear myself again?
I was doing the thing again.
I think Carlos is doing this.
He's just torturing you.
Yeah, I think that's probably what happened.
But yeah.
No! I mean, all right, here we go. Durkak launched it. Of course it was received by Latong. Oh, boy, watch out! Jones! And it netches his career. Jeez! No! No!
We're gonna need a get back on Latong or
Oh,
something.
my gosh. Well,
And
it's
no
almost.
good and turn.
Oh, my gosh. That was disgusting. Oh, my Lord. Oh, no. Thank God he fouled him. I thought Latong was going to end someone's career again. Oh, no. Yak, ironically, I respect him for
fired up
jumping.
court to court.
I respect him for going up for that.
Pass and, yeah,
I mean,
unbelievable.
that's going to be SportsCenter top 10, by the way.
Yep.
Yep.
It should have been a foul, too. It was also probably a foul.
I guess this is what we get for always having so many positive Sports Center top 10 moments. Something was
Wait,
going to
Yeah,
happen to
no,
us
there was
eventually.
something. Oh, my God, he missed another one. Whoop-de-doo. Carlos, that's not loud enough. They need to hear your rage.
We want to hear your emotions.
I want to hear it. I'm waiting. Oh, he missed both free throws. Wow, we can't complain about free throws again. All right, here's Ginyard, guarded by Jones, who just
Agreed.
committed a murder on the court.
Thank you for that, Carlos.
Nice pass to Crawford, but the foul is called.
I'm so glad I'm the only one who noticed that.
I know Carlos wants to let his rage out. I know he does.
I think we all do.
Carlos, I think you should play that again.
No!
You should play that. You should C-bar that out again.
Breaking news, we are cooked.
Oh man.
What a sad ending to what felt like a great first half.
Yeah.
I mean, it
He had down to
was.
3. He had a 1-point lead for a couple of points in the game.
And Keontae Jones is out.
First free throw was good. What are we shooting on free throws? Hey,
Something.
Not 6
I
for
know.
7.
18 for 24.
and in the second half,
10 for 11.
you should give them their flowers.
I wish they'd
If
come in a
you're gonna
moment
get
where it
if
mattered.
you're gonna get on them for the free throws, you gotta for when they're bad, you have to give them the same
And
amount of respect when they
timeout.
make them.
I think Dayton called one.
Yeah, because they're in danger of losing this lead. You know.
Yeah. So
Unironically, if they are able to hit a couple just random threes, this is a 3-point
and what
game.
about the second half proved that they can do that?
The fact that every time we're here, something goes terribly wrong that is very memorable. Like the 22-2 run or the intentional foul.
Oh God.
It's not over yet, boys. 'Cause that's supposed to happen already. That's what I mean. I guess that the posterizing dunk from Keontae Jones
That's what you
might could
appreciate.
qualify.
Look how many fouls I put down.
Wow, it hurts.
Two more fun numbers.
Hey, guess
All right,
what?
done.
The Phillies lost 3-0.
My Sox won 7-2.
It's gonna be a long.
My teams suck.
Season.
Not
for
even the
Philly.
best team in.
Hey
Pennsylvania
guys,
right now.
if you want to see some chaotic things about sports, me and Jack are planning to make it a channel. It's called the Philly Menaces. So if you want to see us lose our mind in baseball, check there or my YouTube Silver Ranch. I'm just plugging myself at this point because I need something to feel better right now.
Uh-oh.
They
Touchdown to
fired
Montgomery. That
full
was
court pass
a
and-
walk.
Wow.
Missed it.
That was a walk, fun fact. You
A
took
lucky
3
break
steps
there. But somebody's got to make a
Crawford.
3.
to Ginyard
I'm
with a
assuming
minute
it's gonna have to be
37 to
Ginyard.
go. The screen from Netchis. Ginyard. Crawford, I would have taken it there. Netchis gives to Ginyard. Ginyard fakes. Steps side for a 3. It was an air ball. That sums up the second half here for Duquesne. And probably I went quiet for a second just to hear Carlos's yell. All right. Nice. Nick is doing the rest of this.
game from the floor.
Yeah. Latong driving in and fouled by Ginyard just to stop the bleeding in a sense. Uh-oh, here we go.
Oh wait,
Yeah.
I forgot I have the scoreboard over there. I have the scoreboard.
Well,
You can manage, Jack. I'm gonna just contemplate my life on the floor here. What are you doing?
Be Laton first free throw up and good. Bring the lead for Dayton there.
well, Nick's looking like a model there. We're just
I was gonna go with elementary school.
What's up,
right
guys?
there.
I hate everything. This sucks.
I was gonna go with the
I'm sad.
By the way, he's still doing the scoreboard, so you
Yeah,
are seeing that.
You know, gotta give him credit there, and it's up and good.
Of course, it's good.
I'll come back up there once the game's over.
All right. Send it.
1:11 remaining here in the final broadcast here from College Hall and my DSTV
From
crew.
mine end, Jack.
Williams for
Three-pointer
3.
is
Air
there.
ball
Oh
again.
my. How do you airball back-to-back threes?
Because that's the way this game has went. Almost turned over. Or what is going on? Of course they call the timeouts. 49.2 left because we needed another timeout.
Yep.
49.2 to go. So where's Nick? Can you get it perfectly? 49.2.
Can he get it in? Oh!
Oh,
Dang
point
it.
one. That's fitting.
Dang it. Yeah. it's
What's
good.
our final record, Nick? For me and you calling games.
This season?
No, all time.
Or in oh, God.
I want to go
All time.
I want to go all time. See how.
You know, I don't think you want to go all time, but yeah, that was also my.
Are we just talking about basketball, or do we have to add football into the list?
No, basketball is.
I think we went 1-5. Actually, keep talking. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna fact
No,
check
we
this.
don't add football because we actually got a win in there. I don't want it.
We went what 1-1.
Yeah, 1-1 in football.
There you go.
Here, I'll give you the thing.
Well, I
Just keep
also went
going.
to the game 2 years ago when Duquesne lost to Boston College, 56-0.
Oh, I messed this up.
Yeah. Wait, they lost that bad.
Yeah, they didn't score a touchdown that game. They
Wait, you
Boston College bent them over.
Wait, you were in Boston College?
Yeah,
Oh, all right. So making a trip to Boston. I mean, that's
yeah.
I
We threw it in the budget.
don't really know how.
Threw it in the budget because we knew that the men's team wasn't going to go back to March Madness again.
Don't really know. How,
So we just said, hey,
Yeah, don't know how well this is going to go over with my folks back home with me saying this, but I gotta say I don't think I'd want Boston College to win that game.
Jack, you want that? You want the record? I'll tell you mine. I'll tell you yours.
all right.
Your,
How about me and you combine? Well, I guess when I did a game, you were there. So my record is
Only one
our
you weren't here
record.
for.
I'm talking about on air, so I think last week doesn't count.
I'm at the Nevada one.
Yeah,
That
so you
Nevada
had a
Nevada
game.
game was one of the best games I've called with you, Nick.
That was great. I did enjoy that.
That was just.
Um,
I wish I saw your
finished
reaction when they
2-8.
lost.
You finished 2-7.
Well, you gave it a fighting effort. That's
We
Well,
won
the fighting effort.
one
mattered
game.
Absolutely nothing.
Or actually, no,
I
you're
can-
2-8, Jack. You know why?
Why? Oh, Latong was another one.
The women's game
against St. Joe's.
Oh, God. You added the Davidson then, right? Yep.
We both want to combine to an 8-goal game.
Well, I got a good 3 years. I got a good 3 years left, so hopefully, hopefully we can come away with a winning.
You got to really rehabilitate that record, though, because you might be like, what are you, 1-4?
All right, so I got Boise State, Nevada, George Mason.
And then you got 2 straight wins in
You
a
had
row.
Fordham. We had. You had
Oh, I didn't
Fordham.
even count those 2.
Hey,
Then,
I'm 3 and 8.
And Dayton will just dribble it out here.
All right,
I'm
so
gonna come back up here to wrap it up.
all right.
But actually, before we wrap it up, I actually just wanted to say a couple personal things.
Oh, you're too kind.
You know, Jack and Nick, they keep saying it's their final broadcast here from the basement of College Hall.
Yeah.
I
From the
truly,
basement.
I truly cannot thank you guys enough for everything that you have done for me this basketball season. You've been great mentors, great friends, closest friends I've had the pleasure of having in a while. And same goes to Los, by the way. Being some of
We gotta get Carlos out here.
some of the
we'll get him out here
some of the
before the
best
game's done.
people that I've had the pleasure and privilege of getting to know. Wish you all the best in your future endeavors.
Thank you.
Oh, 100%.
And we're struggling Dukes fans through
Yeah.
and through, so we'll always have that.
All
Before we
right,
get
let's.
to the end,
Well,
I guess
no,
we'll give
I
a
say
quick thing.
yeah.
I think we're 3. I think our final
What about we do the
thing
game
is,
recap though, and then
I think
we'll
we're
get
3
to
and
the
11.
end. Yeah, we'll go.
For that, but
We'll get.
We'll
Let's
do a final send-off.
yeah,
thing,
let's-
but I guess
let's get to the
You want me
game.
to start it off to kick us off since it's
Yeah, go ahead.
our final wrap up?
It's you guys' final stuff.
Okay. Listen, I was definitely the most negative of the 3 of us because unfortunately, Dayton just hasn't. Well, they have consistently done this to us.
I've won
And it's a
4 years
credit
without
to-
seeing it. He's won 6. So just
Yeah.
keep that in mind. There's 2 extra years.
Pain.
I'm mad, but I'm not as mad as him because he's had 2 additional anger-filled years.
Yeah, it's been a rough go of things. They just haven't been able to do it. I don't know. I don't really get it. I don't understand what has been so much of a boogeyman for Duquesne against Dayton. I really just don't get it at this point. I don't think I don't know what the solution is either because they don't have a single guy who can cover Latong. I mean, I talked about it in the entire second half because it's true. I mean, they were getting mauled down low all day, and it got worse as the game continued. And if Drew Joyce, I don't know where you back it up. I don't know where you go from there. I guess it's the worst feeling from that game. Usually, a lot of losses, I'm like, okay, this is what worked. Here's what you can build off of. I don't know what you do besides go back to the drawing board.
Well, I think the problem is the whole stigma with Dayton. I think that there's nothing. You look at the 5 games before this, they never felt like they were playing in the mud. They always had a big shot to keep pace, and the George Mason game felt a lot more different because that second half, obviously there were times that they could have just packed it up and it would have been over, but they were able to fight back, and that's what we've seen in a lot of games. There's something with Dayton, with this program that is just, makes it feel almost impossible to the fan base, and I'm sure everything around it. Now, when they're down by 6 or 6 or more points, it feels like it's an impossibility. It feels like a 6-point lead is a 16-point lead. It's like the rule of thumb, it feels like, with Dayton, and that's something that's got to change. I don't know how, though. I think because when you look at their next game, I guarantee you their Davidson game, they're going to win. At this point, I guarantee you they go out against Davidson and look 15 times better even if they lose. It's tough. It's been a tough week as well. You had the LaSalle game, and you were awful in that game. Somehow came away with a win. You had a rough week. It happens. You get back at it this upcoming week before the students go on break. You get that game against Davidson. And let me give one thing on this, the basketball related, before we can do all our sappy
Final
thing and
send-off.
stupid and all that.
Yes, sir.
If
Do
you
it.
are a Duquesne basketball fan or a Duquesne basketball student, specifically the students, You go to this university, right? What is the biggest part of college, aside from the academics in class? Sports. Not the clubs and not the night spot. I don't care.
It's your student life.
It is student life. On Wednesday, you go to the dang game. You don't say, oh, I don't want to. Oh, they're not good enough. They are good enough. They are absolutely good enough. That warrants your time to go. And to say that, oh, I just didn't go, and you think you're cool, you're not. You are the least cool person on campus. Enough is enough. This team they deserve you to go. They have earned every single person's right to go to these games. It's enough. It's absolutely enough. You're not cool by not going to these games. Watch good basketball. Make friends. And go to these games, dude. They deserve it. It's A10 basketball. Let's go. Come on.
I go to as many games as I can, and I have found some of the best friends that I have had at this university going to these games.
Has anyone ever seen a game where Duquesne has a good crowd? It's ear-piercing in there.
I think
it's awesome.
We were talking with some people or at that LaSalle game. I think it's been since the late 2000s that they have had a full student section without the bands there.
Yeah, the band totally inflates the numbers. They do a great job, but it inflates the numbers.
I mean, I got to do a better job as an advocate for Duquesne basketball.
I think it starts with the freshmen, ironically, in the red and blue crew.
I got to do a little bit of a better job. I mean, I understand the red and blue crew does their job, but I mean, it's on students like me to bring people to these games. I mean,
I don't want to call anyone out.
Nope.
But I just want you to look at the numbers. That performance is based on numbers in a lot of things in life.
Yep.
Let's just look at the numbers. And you tell me, because I think that there's a 5 different dudes that I think should be like. I think there's 5. I have a lot of respect for some of the people I see at the game that are at every game for the students. Mm-hmm. Even Jason Abramsky, ironically, I give you credit. You're there.
Yeah.
It's infuriating.
It's 50-50 whether he's there or not.
It's infuriating to see that people just don't care. It's not caring that bewilders me. It's not that no one ever has an excuse when you ask them, why didn't you go to the game? Like, I didn't go to the game. Why would I go to the game? Why wouldn't you? Dude, it's free. It is free. You get free shirts. It's baffling. I hope that on Wednesday. I know this. I don't. It doesn't matter what I say, unless someone clips it up and it goes mega viral, which it won't. But I hope that this changes. All right. That's all I got. It drives me insane.
You know, you can talk about the attendance with Duquesne basketball games, but I can truly say what you guys have done for this program, DSTV. You give students a voice. I mean,
yeah.
You have
You
done,
give me too much credit.
I mean, look, I got to give credit where credit is due.
No, I do appreciate that.
You give students a voice. And
he does.
I truly, both of you, honestly. I'm not going to give credit to one particular person. You guys give students a voice here, and to grow this channel to where it is now. I get it's obviously not where you want it to be. But I mean, everything that has happened this year, I mean, you've started up podcasts, you've created friend groups, we have done live streams. We did the 48-hour live stream.
Worst idea of my life.
We have ideas. I mean, you guys have had ideas, and I truly cannot thank you enough for what you have done for this program. And I just hope to continue on what you have put forth with DSTV.
Hey, you guys, it all starts with participation. Unironically, this was something that you asked me a year ago. I'm complaining about participation. I'm complaining I don't have enough people. So I am beyond happy that people participate. I'm more than happy. So I appreciate everything you have done and everyone else. That I'll give you. Do you want the last or what? Who's going last here?
I mean, I can.
Let's hear you.
I'll go. Then you'll wrap this.
All right.
I guess I want to give my perspective on this because it's been a wild ride for me. For the 5 years I have been a part of DSTV. I think if you were to ask me where this was when
My friend Mary Flavin took over junior year right after COVID. I was really worried that Duquesne Student Television wasn't going to survive. I really was.
Yeah.
We had 5 people. That's it. There
Yeah.
was 5 of us my junior year. I really thought when I took over that I was gonna be the last person to run it. I really thought it wasn't gonna stay afloat with me running it. And I was lucky to have a lot of the help and participation I had. I joked that year felt like a movie for me. For all the better and all the good and bad moments that year brought. But I was lucky to also have Jack come along and honestly take everything that I did and honestly upgrade it to miles past where I think I could have feasibly handle it. And he's done so much for this program, and I can't thank him enough, and I can't thank people like you, Will, enough and Carlos, because it takes, whether if it's freshmen or people coming in from different choices, like different career paths, or just different things that make this program feel special. When I took over, I told everybody when it came in, like, I don't care what your experience is. I don't even care what field you're in. I don't care like how experienced you are or not. If you want to be here, that is what I want.
That's all that matters.
And that is truthfully what matters. And I'm so glad I have a best friend who mirrored that and took it even further than I could. Like I think I could physically do. It's been really special here. I'm grateful for every chance I've had to call stuff and be a part of something that really means a lot to me. It's special to me because when I took over, we had 120 subscribers, and as of today, we're sitting at
oh my god, I didn't know it was 120. Holy
and
moly.
73.
We have
250 subscribers over the last 3 years.
We've tripled. 120, 260, almost tripled. No, we have.
Yeah,
We've tripled the following, which is incredible.
over 3 years.
I can't do
That
this.
takes a
on my
lot.
own.
You guys have been influential with growing this program to what it has been. You've raised so much awareness to voices, podcasts.
Yeah, man.
You've given people like me. Obviously Brendan had his thing before here, but you gave him a show. You gave Jason and I a show. You gave Donovan, all those guys. You gave them a voice here, and you not only gave them a voice, you gave them a community and a bond that will last, hopefully as long as it can. I truly cannot thank you guys enough for that.
I hope that's the case. I hope that bonds continue. That's the biggest part of it. I had a couple things. I know obviously like guys, and all that. Like I followed Nick's blueprint. There's the meetings obviously. Listen, when you run a club, I feel like it's almost when you're running something, it's always easier to have someone who did this before you to kind of look at as a blueprint. I think that groups of people change. The people you have in here, quite frankly, Nick did an incredible job with the meetings. I just kind of decided at a certain point that the meetings didn't really do much, so I guess I switched that around. But Christ, this last summer, I quite frankly did not know if anyone would take over. I think that's a funny part that I don't know if I told you guys enough. I did not know. We do know that there will be someone to take over, and that is beyond blessed. I'm beyond blessed to be able to say that. So, and I know it's in good hands. But let me end with this. When I was 10 years old, in my God, in the basement I don't live in anymore. Mm-hmm. But I signed my name in that basement in the closet. I'm not sorry to the people living there that saw that. That's my PSA to that. But I did this, and this is what I dreamed of. I dreamed of this. I'm like, hey, I'm doing this to no one but my own voice and my own head. But now I'm doing this. My God, I did it to 160. We did it to 167 people today. There are 5 people out there, 5 genuine people that are listening to me ramble on like an idiot. And there was no one when I was the age of 12. So I want to just say this is when, like, this was my dream too. And I'm incredibly blessed that Nick was here. I am truly blessed that Will is here. I am truly blessed that everyone's here. For this journey, man, it's just been a dream come true. And I promise you that this is not going anywhere. Maybe we are, but the streams like this are not.
And I kept giving you guys credit. I'm going to continue to give you guys credit, but I mean, I never knew that I'm a kid from a small town in Massachusetts, come into a city like Pittsburgh.
It's
obviously,
crazy.
now obviously we joke we have different sporting we follow different teams, and it's we've had some heated arguments, but I truly never thought that during the organization's fair on AWOC, that signing my name on that piece of paper would lead me to where I am right now, and I truly have all of you to thank for that. So.
It's honestly hilarious. I think over the last few months I've seen people, and then I remember them. I remember them coming up to a table. I remember Will coming up to a table, and I think that's the coolest part of it all.
Yeah.
Is that you're able to see stories like that, and so yeah, very blessed. That will do it for this edition of Duquesne Men's Basketball here on DSTV. We got a lot more content coming your way. However, do not fear. It's just the end of an era for me and Nick in this good old basement in College Hall. For Will McDonald, for Nick Fernbaugh, I'm Jack Morgan. Saying so long, and have a great night, everyone. Have a good Saturday. Watch
care,
some
everybody.
hoops. Basketball is the greatest.